そうだ、味方だぜ。
welcome everyone to D6, where I, yours am, bring together several friends from across the internet to play a D&D live stream show. As usual, tonight is sponsored by the one and only amazing patrons, as I've always appreciated every single one of you that continue to support us and the show every single month, every single week, every single time you all come back. And I also appreciate every single one of you that continue to just come back and watch the show, or even watch the VODs when you are incapable of joining us for the live show. Love you guys so very much. So in case you guys ever want to, help support the show or help support me in the future endeavors of creating more content, hey, don't forget to check out the Patreon. Links are always down below. And if you want to go check out the VODs, a link is also available down below. We have uploaded pretty much all of our backlogs. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I really suggest you do. We upload every Saturday at 9 a.m. first thing in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. All right. So that being said, there being no sponsors, no more other sponsors, let's go ahead. Have my players all awaken. Unmute yourselves. You may rise from your graves.
Wise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm here too.
Yay!
Hey, there you are.
I'm glad to have you back, Connor. Last week was absolutely amazing, and I'm very happy that you're able to join us for as long as we need you for the time being.
Absolutely. It sounds like you're going to need me.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Feels like that, yeah.
So that being said, let's go ahead, jump on into tonight's announcements, as far as any of them do go. So first and foremost, the one of the major announcements is just I am currently working on a whole bunch of stuff. There will be a new video out on my channel tomorrow. It will be more Persona 5 shenanigans, as I am trying to keep with a consistent schedule of Monday and Wednesday, posting pretty much a condensed version of the last Persona 5 stream, and so that is going to be every Monday and Wednesday. So if you guys are interested in Persona 5, The Royal, which as much as I am, I love this game, please do go check out the videos. The new one will be out tomorrow around 4 p.m. Central Standard Times, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Excuse me. The second thing is that I am almost done collecting the rest of the lines for the next How to Be an Adventurer episode. So to any of you who are a fan of my How to Be an Adventurer series, there you go. There's that update. It's been a work in progress, and I cannot wait to actually reveal our new our Hestia in time, because it makes me excited. And then hey, I don't think I managed to talk about this. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure if I should be allowed to talk about it. You want to know what? I'll hold off on this until next week, and then I'll see. I have to double check. Actually, no. Actually, I can talk about it because it just came out. Sorry. So, in case you guys don't know, I'm a sound effect designer. I do a whole bunch of sound work. I did a thing recently for an amazing animator, otherwise known as Dylan Goo. He does fight animations. He used to do the fight animations for none other than the Ruby series, and he does what is called Katsu Cats, which are basically just cat versions of fight anime scenes. I got to do the sound effect design for his latest video, which includes what is My Hero Academia, which is the fight between Overhaul, Lemillion, and Deku, all protecting Eri. So please, if you guys really want to go ahead and check that out, it just came out yesterday, and I've been announcing it over on Twitter a lot. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, follow me on Twitter. Find the video. I really recommend it. It was such an amazing project to work on, and I cannot thank him enough for allowing me to be a part of such an amazing project ever again. So that being said, I really hope that I get the opportunity to do it again, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I'm done. Boo. You're on the docket. What's up? How's your week been?
Okay. So burnout hit me like a truck last Monday, so I'm gonna be taking it easy this week. But you can just find my art everywhere and like my fucking past streams or whatever at Boo Radley or 1-3, pretty much everywhere. And yeah, got nothing this week. So Bracky, what's up?
Becky?
Bracky?
Bracky.
He's muted.
Okay.
I couldn't find the unmute button.
There
Oh,
you
no.
are.
Hi. I am Bracky, aka Brachyzoid. I play River, the halfling fighter. As for announcements, I'm upset. There was a blackout today, so some of my work got delayed.
Oh no.
So, for Bunny Day of Animal Crossing, there was no stream. I might do something else during this week. For those looking for my art, my Bunny Day artwork is going to be posted either later tonight or tomorrow. So look forward to that one.
Yay.
I do streams of games and art at Twitch at twitch.tv/Brachyzoid. You can also find my work on Twitter at Brachyzoid. You can find my handle underneath my character's name. If you want, speaking of Twitter, if you want to share your artwork of the campaign, like a fan art or any piece of representation of the campaign, you can do so by posting on Twitter and using the hashtag D6DR or tagging any of us on the piece. You can find our Twitter handles underneath our characters' names. Your art will be portrayed in the opening. What do you call it? Slideshow.
I guess it's the art show now.
Yeah, the art slideshow. You can see it is going to be changed every month.
Yeah. So at the after the first week of the new month, so technically the first Sunday of the new month is when all the art switches over.
Yeah. And as for any special announcement other than Bunny Day, I'm going to be trying to be finishing World of Final Fantasy this week. And upcoming day, the new game of the Predator Hunting Grounds, I'm going to be playing over my Twitch channel in maybe 2 weeks. Is going to be released. So excited for that one.
Ooh.
That's about it.
I think I was seeing you retweet some art, some fan art of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play as a
Good
female
stuff.
Predator. It's fucking awesome.
Hey, nice.
That good stuff. All right, Caitlin, how you now?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Caitlin C37, where I pretty much just do art. My commissions are open, so if you want a commission, you can find my info on my Twitter. And then if you want to watch me do the commissions, you can find me on my Twitch. That's about it.
All right. Mal, how you now?
Hey, you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir_Malorvic. I need to get back into playing Yakuza because Monster Hunter has been taking over me now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just out of the blue, yeah. More Iceborne. Lots of Iceborne. But I am still playing Dawn of War with Blood Mage on occasion. So if either of that's your fancy, you can hop in on... Yeah, words. You can just watch my channel there. That's it for me.
Yeah. All right. Zito, you're back.
Hi. Last week I just was fucking crashed. I had a week. It was a pretty bad one, but not as bad this week. So, hi, I am back. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito. You can find me on... You know what? Find me on Twitter at CZ Backlash, where you can find my Patreon and my DMs Guild nonsense. As for that DMs Guild nonsense, you want Octo Elves? I got you Octo Elves. Get in on it. Just do it. You want something that's not a Triton or a Sea Elf? I got you. Be Ursula. Who cares? You can also find me watching. I'm pretty much waiting for the next episode of Half-Life VR to go out on YouTube so I can watch that on Twitch with everyone. Apart from that, Marbles on stream, where my audience gets to become marbles and we all race each other. And I guess the only other thing I can think of is sooner rather than later, all Kobold RimWorld session.
Ooh.
Are you gonna use the all random?
Oh, I have a fuck ton of mods already pumped into this thing, so I got this prepped.
Oh,
Is
spectacular.
it going to be a one shot or is it going to be a multiple sessions thing?
Pretty sure it's going to, but I am going to encourage people backseat the fuck out of it because I don't know how to play this game.
Fair enough. And two things, two personal announcements. First on Terrence's side. If you guys want to go ahead and check out any of the updates that is going on over on Terrence's end or Franz in the campaign, please do go follow him over on Twitter. He's going to be away, I think, another 2 weeks, 2 more games. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out by all means do. And then also, second of all, I do want to just say this because it was really cool of none other than Joe Cat. He recently released a plush, which is his Crap Guide Goblin plush. Super cute, and it also premiered some art in his video from none other than Bracky. Yeah, some art. Some of your what was it? Not art ended up in one of his videos. Mm-hmm. So please do go check out those goblin plushies. I think they're really cute.
They're adorable.
Right.
Hardly hear you.
All right, so I think that's everything. We're all good.
And
Oh no, wait, no.
Connor.
Yeah, Connor.
And I'm here too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's so
Right
weird
there.
because like I'm not thinking that I'm.
It is totally understandable.
Yeah. I'm right back
Hey,
to
I'm
episode
Distortion
2.
Devil. I'm Distortion Devil. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Distortion Devil. Not really too much for personal announcements. I do streaming on Friday, on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I also am a part of now 2 D&D campaigns. We just launched over on twitch.tv/The Unexpectables, which is brand new.
Yep.
We have our own channel now for The Unexpectables. We launched our second campaign, the Prince Division, and I am playing that as well. That is every Saturday at 9 Central.
Ooh.
Just the same as our other shows. And I think that is it.
Okay, good to know. I think I might be able to start catching up on Prince Division more than I have actually been able to catch up on Unexpectables.
That's sort of the point of the show.
All right. So, that said, let's go ahead and jump on into tonight's game of D6. So, where we had last left off. As our adventurers found themselves traveling to Lionel's homeland and hometown in order to make a meeting with the Raven Queen, and then subsequently finding themselves within the Feywild, making a deal with an Archfey in order to get the Starbound Tome, and then also subsequently finding themselves right into the heart of Wallenstein, the capital, Kilixmire, and in search of Arondis's grace. So that way, Garu had some monk wraps. After which, they took the breaking, and then found Sirocco, who was defeated in the first round of trying to beat these iron golems, but with the help
That is a strong word.
after finding themselves in the annals of allies, defeating the 2 iron golems, and thus completing the breaking and acquiring a personal vestige as well as the fragment of primeval as well. After a bit of back and forth, taking Isaac and everyone else into the home of Sirocco, River had a nightmare, showing that her village was being burned to the ground. And thus, in a panic, used another one of your teleportation beads in order to find yourselves what is now the charring remains of Hawthrite.
Lionel's jaw and snaps. Sorry guys, I was out. What I meant goes back.
After which, all of you stood towards the city border, looking out into the Great Plains, hopefully to follow whatever tracks you possibly can in order to hunt down the perpetrators of this assault.
Well, I suppose it is time to get tracking. And if there are any markings or any visible, like, footprints, because I imagine since they took people, there's probably a trail left, yeah?
There is. Make a survival check to kind of glean off of who was here and who was taken.
Okay.
I'd assume it'd be hard to miss a trail.
It'd be
Left
very
by-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
So, Helena, due to your professional opinion, and obviously, yes, there is a trail, but you're noticing more and more that there are less human tracks than there are people tracks. It almost looks like there are two sets of tracks that seem to wave side to side, almost as if it's like a snake slithering, but it is wide. It's probably about the thickness of your friend Garu, and the other one being slightly smaller. And you see what is about 5 different sets of tracks, and then what looks like to be 4 sets of tracks of smaller footprints.
Well, I don't think they're going to be hiding the fact that they're snakes anymore. Because, well, we've got snake tracks as well as multiple other footprints. Including some halflings, I'd imagine, since these are particularly tiny.
Yeah.
Alright, I suppose we followed the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quick question. What was the situation? What was our HP and spell situation, by the way?
So you guys didn't get a full rest. So you recovered your HP, I'd imagine.
Because of the penguin,
You-
yeah.
Yeah, you can do hit dice. But as far as spells expended and a full health, no. So if you want to recover some hit dice, you can. However, you have not
Kind of
rested long enough in
healed-
order to recollect
We
spells.
kind of healed our HP because of the penguin, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at full, so I'm
Like,
fine.
the rest was mainly because of quote-unquote no exhaustion and the spell slots that people were missing. But
Yeah, I'm at full.
Okay.
Ditto.
HP's fine, but I'm kind of out of the heavy hitting spells.
very well.
Well, I suppose what we can do is we can at least try to scout it out a little bit. If we think we can afford a little bit of a rest. Perhaps we can, but for now.
Lionel just holds up the small flat pebble. If we find a safe spot, we can rest there.
Yeah. But first we need to figure out how poorly River's family is doing, I think.
Yeah, they didn't respond to the message, so I'm going to assume they are unconscious. I hope.
Perhaps they'll wake soon. It's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Maybe between 1
Well-
to 4 hours.
There are footprints, so that's hopefully some good news.
You feel more confident on going on ahead without us a little bit, since you're invisible and all of that.
I could probably do that.
Before you go, Lionel will reach out for her to touch his hand.
She takes it.
I cast Longstrider. You now have 10 extra feet of movement.
Ooh, how long does that last?
For an hour.
For an hour. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
She's zooming.
Follow behind.
I zoom.
All right.
Zoom.
So, as you guys begin to traverse out into the Great Plains, following the tracks that are set ahead of you, as you are aware, it had been several hours after the assault. As you guys begin to traverse out, you begin to finally see the rising sun as it begins to just crest just beyond the north. As you begin to see out, it seems like whatever you can possibly assume might be even in the curvaceous tone of even the world itself, you can possibly see the bobbling heads maybe just beyond the south. And it doesn't seem like they've stopped moving.
How much? Sorry, Zeta. How much speed did I get off of
You
that?
gain 10 extra feet for the next hour.
Okay.
So it's taking you guys about 4 hours just physically traveling,
Yeah, well then.
even at full speed.
Here's something I could do, though. I could grant all of us that, but I would have to bleed through a lot of spell slots for it.
I'm going to assume it's going to take us more than 1 hour to get close. Better say that.
We could at the very least get closer, but I think for now, perhaps they're on the side of caution and hold them.
Fair enough. I also have fly, just to let you guys know that.
Will we be able to get that much distance though?
Fly is 60 feet.
For
How long does that last, though?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Sound? Yeah, I don't think it would be able to get us close enough.
Well, let's just
Hold
go
them for
then.
now.
Hey
Yeah.
friends, would you be able to summon a bunch of flying eagles?
He stayed
Why?
with Isaac back at
Yeah, I fucking know.
Yeah.
Hawthrite. Yeah. So as you look around for friends, you are immediately
yeah.
reminded by the giant Ganassi that stands behind you guys. Hello.
I wish I could, but that is outside the realm of my possibilities.
Don't worry about it.
He's good at hitting things.
I guess we're just
That
gonna
is
keep
true.
walking.
Also good at commerce.
Are there is there any bodies of water nearby?
Sorako, to your understanding, you are traversing well into the Great Plains of Al-Anon. There are no bodies of water here. It is a
Right,
giant
just-
flat land that might have a few trees if the eco is right, but no.
Alright, just making sure.
Were they going south or not? Like, what direction were they going? It's like to Low Bando?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just thinking here. You were River was on good terms with the Queen of the Emerald Enclave, right?
That is correct. She told me she told me to call her when I was ready to go back to Low Bando.
How about Canis call her now and get people to, say, meet these people at the pass?
Yeah, we need to gather our forces. The more we walk, the more I realize this is a stupid idea.
You guys aren't even deep within the Great Plains. It takes several weeks to make it to the south side of the Great Plains, and the fact that they're risking it all just to cross this is a pretty ballsy move.
So what that means is, if we call the Emerald Enclave now and have them, I guess, set up a patrol to make sure that these the UNT cult doesn't pass through them, they're going to be exhausted and won't be able to fight all that well.
Yes. So it would probably be a good idea if we could, yes, call for backup now. I imagine they'll have to rest at some point. And we can get our rest and hopefully catch them by surprise at some point.
I mean, get them in between Low Bando and Hawthrite, which will be a location in front of us.
I have another use of sending for the day. Gonna use that.
And who are you gonna send to?
We've all met the Queen of the Emerald Enclave, so
You've
going
met
to...
you've met Alana, and she's not the
emissary.
queen, she's the Grand Elder.
Yeah, she's the one in charge there, though.
Yeah.
Going to message her, bring up that the Zahir cult is moving south through the Great Plains. They attacked Hawthrite in an attempt to capture River, or...
Say the Dustlex are ready.
Yeah.
So, as you commit to sending, you wait 20, 30 minutes and nothing has come back.
Is her fucking throne against divination? I'm going to guess that's the reason. Why the fuck did she give me those stupid scrolls? Right. Yeah, what do we do, guys? If we go there by ourselves, we are fucked. We cannot communicate with anyone.
That's odd. Why? That's now the second time you haven't been able to catch anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or reach anyone. I wonder if they have
Maybe there's something to do with your deity that you are tied to.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't Zahir say he was watching us? Maybe he's interfering.
I believe that would be more likely than Bahamut being in trouble.
Well, for now, I say we do what we were doing. We need to scope it out first, because you're right, we probably can't go on in it guns blazing, so... Follow them for now.
Follow tracks, keep out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Guess what other option do we have? We just go to another town, spend the next 4 months traveling to another place. Just...
as you guys traverse through a relatively cool day, it's still sort of being the winter falling into the spring season. As you guys find yourselves seeing as the moon begin to rise, you look off into the distance. About several 40, 50 miles ahead, you see a faint orangish glow. Oh dear. It is
Possibly
now.
a campfire. Does it look like firelight?
Make a perception check.
14.
Yeah. It says faint as possible, but even in the wide open vast space that is the Great Plains, you can definitely tell it's probably an open fire. It's very far away and very faint, but it's pretty fucking big to be able to see.
Does it follow along the tracks that we're walking with?
Yep.
Fuck.
Gotta keep going.
You guys can attempt to take a point of exhaustion if you intend to try and chase after this.
What do you think?
Well, if they set up camp.
I realize that time is of the essence, but if we are exhausted, we will not succeed at what we are trying to do.
And most of us haven't fully recovered anyway. Perhaps maybe just a short one we'll do.
No, we need a full one, I think.
Another 8 hours?
Well,
consider this.
It looks like they're staying in place right now, so this is probably the best time to do it.
Worst case scenario, we're just still following along them.
I slept like 6 hours last time, so might as well.
You guys get your rest. I don't need much rest. I can watch them for the most part.
Alright, let me double check something real quick, because I want to look at Galder's tower. I can conjure a 2-story tower made out of stone. Adding extra would make it taller. Alright, cool. So I'm going to opt that if I do make my tower, I'm only going to make it 2 stories tall.
Yeah. The last thing we need is to be more noticeable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I will keep watch with you, Helena. I slept a lot last time, so I can keep you company for the first hours.
Very well. So long as you manage to get a long rest and don't exhaust yourself.
I don't feel like sleeping today, but no.
Not feeling like it and your body telling you kind of need the rest are 2 very different things.
I'm well aware, but I don't want to sleep right now. I'll wait until I actually need it. So I'm just going to keep watch with you, so you're not by yourself.
All right.
Clue Calais, I need a house today. Fucking setting up Lionel's tower.
All right. So as Lionel's tower is erected as low as possible, it being the 2-story. Helena and River, as you guys are keeping watch at the top of the tower, the ever faint glow is a little bit more visible now. It's an easy night. It does get relatively cool, if not almost bitter frozen, towards the darker half. In this night, you guys do make you do manage to get a full rest to those who attempt it. River, do you sleep at all?
I said multiple times when I'm going to keep awake for the first watches alongside Helena, and then I'll go to sleep.
Okay, good to know. Helena, you take a short rest in order for you to get your sleep.
Mm-hmm. My short rest is technically a long rest for me, so yeah.
All right. So, the new day begins. The tower is broken down, and you guys begin to traverse once again, as far as you can, as much as you can. As day breaks, and you feel the sun now beginning to be more effective, as you guys are getting closer and closer to the inner rim of the Great Plains.
Do we feel like we can get close to them in an hour if we get the extra 10 feet? By running.
Yeah, you can definitely, you were definitely doubling your movement, and you guys have been running almost at full speed every single day. And you guys have gotten closer as the tracks are becoming fresher and fresher. On day 2, however, you guys finally make it to where you saw that fire. You guys are getting closer to where they were. But as you guys finally approach to what is still the smoldering sulfuric smell, you also gain a faint smell, a very, I wouldn't say oddly familiar, but it's something that you guys have smelled probably before, especially you, River. The smell of burning flesh.
Great.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
As you guys begin to inspect this camp, it seems like for the first time you begin to see what looks like to be the encampment of tenting, fire, and what looks like to be a small pile of charred bone and a skull the size of a child in the center of what would have been a pit.
Can I look closer and see if there were any leftover belongings that made it through the fire?
Sure.
Alright. I investigate the body.
Alright. As you go through, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I aid with this?
I'm gonna say, considering how small it is, it's definitely just a one-person job.
All right.
17.
you find the charred remains of a small leather pouch with a few gold pieces and what looks like to be a golden ring with a ruby set in it. That's pretty much it.
Helena holds the ring out to River. Does this jewelry look any bit familiar to you?
I don't know, does it?
The jewelry is definitely familiar of what was the baker's wife.
Fuck. Yep. It was the baker's.
Helena will just kind of put that in her pocket as well as the gold. Well, hopefully if her husband is still alive, hopefully we can get that back to him.
All right. You know what? Just for the sake of everyone's sake, I'm gonna bleed to 4th level so everyone gets Long Strider.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So for the next hour, everyone has an extra 10 feet of movement speed.
Ooh.
All right.
Moving.
Nice.
Like
Zoomies.
Fuck.
I would have bled my 5th, but that would
No.
have been silly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In that case, we book it.
All right.
I hate the fact that you have to use them. Ah,
Oh, whatever.
I know.
I have a lot of magic, my dude.
If we take you're a wizard, right? If we take a short rest, I think you can recover that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just like, nah, dude, it's fine. I can recover this.
Yeah.
So,
I am both a wizard and an artificer, you see.
Ooh.
There's plenty of wacky bullshit he can do.
Indeed.
so as you
Full
guys continue to traverse, you are now beginning to enter the inner ring of the Great Plains.
Yeah. As we're traveling, can I point out and ask everyone, do we not have any means to prevent being scried upon or being fucked with?
Uh,
So I'm getting tired of that asshole being able to know where we are.
I don't, outside of being able to stop a god from looking at us, I don't believe any of us would have that capability, except for maybe looks over at Canis.
To my knowledge, no. At least nothing that would be done quick.
Sirocco, do you have anything in your inventory that could do such a thing?
I am looking right now.
You know, the anti getting fucked to stick.
No, nothing that would really aid with not being scried upon anymore, but upon another inspection of my items, I do have some things that I think might come in handy.
And I am going to pull out the Staff of the Adder.
Ooh.
And what does this do?
Says here, I can use a. Oh no! Wait, maybe this. I was thinking of a different staff. I can use a bonus action to speak the staff's command word and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake for 1 minute. Thing is, I'm not attuned to it right now.
No worries.
I was thinking of the staff of. I think it was the staff of the python. Is what the other one I was thinking of.
If the only other thing I have that can help us with detection in the short term is my staff can conjure fog, but that would just be a target on our faces.
Well, let's continue, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, Fran. By the way, you guys know about the Staff of the Adder as Franz has one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he had a, yeah, he has a constrictor one.
Yeah, he has a constrictor.
Yeah, that's the Python.
All right. So,
This one is different.
this one is definitely a bit different.
Many
Alright.
of us like it.
So, as you guys begin to see the next night begin to crest. This night there is a fire. Significantly closer. About 4 or 5 clicks out.
Still going for it.
Yeah. No, never mind. I was going to see if you were able to contact my mother. I'm going to assume we're still getting fucked with. So
I'm going to assume the closer we get to the snakes, we're probably going to just be interfered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was able to still send off a message to my... I was still able to send a message off to my mother before.
That is true.
It was just sending it to Alicia as well as to your mother that I was blocked.
Oh. Hope nothing happened to her. What about our dragon friend?
No, Acelia did respond.
You said she didn't.
she didn't.
No, Alana did not respond. Alana being the Grandmaster of Emerald Enclave.
Well, I feel we have 2 options at this point. We can either take another rest and get even closer the next day if we follow them again, or we go in there and actually attempt to raid the camp.
I still feel like we need to scout it. I could probably get a little bit closer because I can go invisible.
How far is 5 clicks?
5 kilometers.
So about like 2.5 miles.
Yeah, they're not far at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I told you guys.
Could I do an Arcana check? Can I do an Arcana check on the nature of the sending spell? Because I know something out of character, but I don't know if Soraka would know it.
Well, they might be on a different plane of existence.
That's what I was about to.
Yeah.
So
Canis would know that because he's done that too with different plane of existence before.
Touching a road too. This is the dumbest thing, though.
Like, why would your mother be on a different plane of existence is the better question.
Oh, the Emerald Enclave lady will be in a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
Her, maybe.
Yeah, but it's a 1% chance.
Yeah.
oh, sick.
It is actually a 5% chance.
Whatever. I don't know about numbers.
Send it.
The odds of Alana being on a different plane, probable, possible, I'm unsure of her schedule, but your mother, that sounds impossible.
So can you try to message her?
You said we are dealing with a godlike being, are you not?
True.
Yes.
Sending, correct?
You said
Yeah.
this is not that there's a realm of possibility
There
that they could have been
I'm sorry. Keep going.
spirited away to a different plane.
Here's another thing to keep in mind, though, is that these people liked to collect magical items. It is very possible they have something that can block messaging. They're actually the ones where I got this from. She says that she tugs on her cloak of invisibility.
Yes, I believe you have told me this before. I wonder what kind of would I know of any magical items that could block divination spells?
I had to double check it. Sending is an evocation spell.
Okay.
Is it?
It's
No,
not
it's
divination, it's airbending.
Yeah.
Because you whisper and you send out the whisper.
So
I'll be
Here-
damned.
Yeah.
here's the thing. You guys know that there is possibly only one magical artifact that you guys were told about. That might come to mind, and it has popped up in records. To you, Helena, there is only one item that has that fits that description.
And that's the mask, I assume?
No, it is it is Bolia's averted eyes. It is one of the fragments of Primeval.
Oh, the one that has.
Which we know is currently in the possession of a UNT.
Ah.
Oh my god, who could have seen this coming?
I can't.
I didn't.
Can't see.
However, in the note of sending, somebody has to be either awake and attentive to respond, or alive to respond.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's dark shit you just fucking opened your mouth and let out.
Fucking say that.
You know, they have to,
She's asleep.
exist.
She's just sleeping.
Either they're sleeping
She's
or
sleeping with the fishes.
big sleeping.
Ah,
One of the two sleepings.
Forever sleep.
The biggest sleep.
All right,
So-
so
What do you guys do tonight?
are we making camp and doing reconnaissance, or
I
are
mean,
we...
they are. You said,
They're
you said
not- They're
it's
not
like an hour. Yeah,
they're
if we
not far.
run, we can
I
get
say
there in
we
less
keep
than.
going. They're not far at all. We can keep going. Push comes to shove, I can go invisible and try to get closer.
Can you guys grant me an hour so I can get my spell slot back?
That is true.
Well, if you stay behind, you're more than capable.
Well, here's a question. Would Lionel be able to ride on Garu's shoulders and still get a rest?
Oh, yeah.
I am tiny.
Put him in the little baby carrier.
I will hold you gentle like hamburger.
The baby Bjorn.
Don't patronize me, Dragonborn.
That sounded very mean. But that wasn't really an insult.
Yeah, what the hell?
I will.
It's up to you.
Hey,
This
hey,
is one of
yo,
those
Garo.
decisions.
I mean, I'm sorry, Yarrow. I have a way around this to make this work in character.
Catatonic.
Oh.
No. I have both a feature called Nimble Claws and Prehensile Tail. Use your claws as climbing tools. You have a climbing speed of 20 feet. Also, Prehensile Tail. Your tail can be used to interact with objects. I will just sling my tail around his throat like a scarf and just hang off the back.
Yeah.
Just, ooh, 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 ooh.
Wow, what a bold fashion statement.
All you need to just stay there and get a sandwich. You're gonna get the short rest.
I'll just use his whatever fucking inventory or backpack he's using as a fucking sling, like a hammock or something.
Just wear you like a
Yeah.
scarf.
Yeah.
I'm more in the question of just like, do you have to be still while sleeping? Is kind
No,
of
To
the
the dungeon
question.
master.
No, I have
No.
to be resting. I don't
He
have to be
d-
Yeah,
sleeping.
he has to be resting.
So long as he's doing nothing strenuous, like being
Yeah.
carried around by someone for an hour, maybe munching on something, he's fine.
It's like when people say, "Oh, but you cannot do that when you're traveling." Well, you can do that when you're in a ship. So why not?
Rest. Attend the ruins. Adventurers can take short rests in the midst of adventuring.
Because while I have Play Dead, the only thing it does for me is I have a shitload of resistances and I am indistinguishable from death for 10 minutes.
If that doesn't work,
Catapult
Sure.
me in
You
there
wanna know
while
what?
I'm fucking playing
You want
dead.
to know what? I think, given the concept of, just sure.
Yay!
It's hard for me to
Yeah.
personally explain, but I will allow this for Lionel in this moment because it's hard for me to explain, but it does make sense due to just reading player handbook shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay.
I am a giant rat.
Hanging
You're a
out
very
on a giant
fashionable
lizard.
rat. He does look fashionable, yes?
Very.
Great.
Can't hear you. I'm sleeping.
Sure.
Sleeping.
Anyway.
All right. So you guys do continue to move forward. So what is your plan?
I say once we really get close enough, what do you think?
You can use scout in.
I could probably scout in.
We still have the communication ring, so
We do.
You guys would
Sirocco does not.
he's with us.
No? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Once we get close enough, I'll throw on the hood and I'll fill you guys in as we
How
go.
close are we?
Can I have a very big question, and I'm sorry if this may seem a little game breaking. You're welcome to tell me no. If she was invisible and I casted fly on her, can she fly still being invisible?
Yes, I did
Yeah.
that last game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will cast fly on her.
All right.
So
You
long as
now.
you're concentrating on that, yeah.
So long as I'm concentrating.
Are
which
we
I
close
can.
enough?
Oh.
Are we close enough for that to last for 10 minutes?
Here's the thing: you're asleep. You
We're
have
pretty
to
much
be
waiting for him to
concentrating
wake
on
up.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to be
we're-
awake and then also concentrating on the spell itself.
Basically, this is the plan of action. We get
Yeah.
close, not enough to be seen, but we get close, wait for Lionel to be done with his nap, and then we do the thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. That is our plan.
Around what? 200 feet sound reasonable? I don't know.
I think so.
We should
Enough
have
for
minimal
if
guards,
something
too.
goes horribly wrong.
Fucking, I'm just gonna have
You'd be able
Lionel
to get
do
there
the.
reasonably quickly.
I'm just gonna have Lionel do the fucking fusion dance and just be like, hippity hippity high, it's time to fly, and just lightly pap her on the floor.
See, he does it better than me. He is who he is.
You tried.
I
You
tried.
failed.
Just tap her on the forehead, and now you can fly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So, Lionel, you are wide awake, but you do have your spell slots back. So,
Yeah.
say that for the record. All right, Helena.
Mm-hmm.
You intend to
You get
scout.
killed.
Sorry, did you say attempt? Oh no.
So, as you are invisible, you guys are about 200 feet away from the main encampment. Helena, as you find yourself walking in, you see that there are two large tents, one slightly bigger than the other, and what looks like to be a small group of individuals. Make a perception check as they're standing around a fire.
Not even letting her roll for stealth.
Brazier for that, by the way. I have no fire fucking miniature.
That is a 22.
22. All right. There are currently 5 individuals who are sitting around a fire. 2 of which look like they are heavily robed. One with a strange formation of a humanoid figure, as well as one figure that has the upper body of a man and the lower body of a snake. And then one figure that is very familiar to you. He is a man in red.
We put the one who has a fucking mission.
All right, and they're just sitting by the fire. They're not doing anything else.
You hear a bit of chatter coming back and forth. If you so desire to listen in.
Yes.
As you begin to hear, Lady Athenius has been noting that there have been those following us. There might be a few that might try to make it tonight. As the giant half-man, half-snake looks over, it's fine. Lady Silius is with us tonight, along with her mate. However, it has been a very tumultuous time, keeping our eyes averted from her. The robed man from across from him, as he speaks. To think that our Lord managed to pull out 2 of the most interesting creatures from beyond the gates of our own realm. I would fear them in battle. How about you? You seem like you are not from here either. You see the man in red as he begins to look up away. Almost as if staring not just at you, but through you. As if he's never, like, broken contact with the beyond. You see the one with the swords next to him. I'd rather not you try to speak to him. He's, compelled. You won't get much entertainment speaking from him. And that's as much as the conversation goes.
Alright. Do I see any of the prisoners at all? Like any prisoners or...
From what you can see, no.
Alright, so there were 2 large tents, you said.
Yeah.
Do any of them look particularly nicer than the other?
By a wide fucking margin, yes.
Okay. I am going to avoid that tent. I'm going to try to sneak a peek into the less flashy tent.
As you try to look, the tent is mostly enclosed. You would, if you're attempting to open it, you might need to do a sleight of hand to prevent anyone from noticing.
Is it a fabric tent?
It's very fabric.
Okay. Can I actually go, like, around to the back of the tent and, like, get onto the ground and lift it up from the bottom to see?
Once again, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, do I get any advantage because it's not from the front?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's a natural 20! For the record,
So-
that's 32 in total.
Oh,
Ooh.
You really threw yourself into this rogue, didn't you?
Yep.
Just fucking Hulk hand the entire tent up.
and no one notices.
Was it? Not a
So
one
lifted
noticed.
the whole tent, and then you just scooted in, and the guys at the fucking the fire didn't notice it at all.
Vanish.
Spooning them right now.
So,
No, they all found a penny on the floor and they got really excited.
as you get down on the ground, you feel the dust and sand as you slowly lift up quietly. You manage to finally peek your head through. As you look in, you see what looks like to be 2 more individuals, and a third very large one. The 2 individuals seem to be tied and gagged halflings. One of them obviously very familiar. Another one not as familiar. It looks like to be River's mother and someone she's obviously close to.
How close are they to me?
They're about 15, 20 feet away on the odd end of the tent. And you see what looks like to be a very familiar woman. As you are in pure recognition, Athelius was the one that you had fought back in the monster pits. And she seems to be going over notes and almost jokingly having conversations with these 2 poor individuals who have no control over the situation whatsoever. They are beaten and bloodied.
Wait, so Asilius is there? What?
No, Athelius.
Oh, Athelius.
Yes. The woman with the long black and greenish hair. It seems like she doesn't keep up appearances when she's not within town.
Okay. So the halflings aren't within arm's reach then.
No, they are not.
Right. How long has it been right now?
It's been well about 20 minutes.
Alright, so my fly's gone. Alright. I'm going to step away from the tent so that I can... far enough that, I don't want anybody to hear me. And she's going to say into the communications ring, your mother is safe. She's alive. I believe your father is there as well. She's being guarded by the snake family. There are... What was the name of the snake woman that the others were talking about by the fire?
Salis. Sallis. Lady Salis.
Somebody by the name of Lady Salis, who's apparently very dangerous in a fight. They're saying to avoid her gaze. And how many people around the fire besides the man in red?
4.
Okay.
I think we can try to surprise them.
I might be able to get your mother free if you want me to try. At least untie her.
Well, we can create a distraction if someone can open with a big, explosion or some sort.
Do you know how many of them there are?
Well, there were the 5 by the fire. You said there were 2 guards in there with the prisoners?
So there is Athilius, who was pretty much gesturing a lot around with the two people being tied up. You know of 2 that are in the other tent, and you know that there are 5 by the fire.
Yeah, so I relay all that.
Which tent is my mother in?
She's in the one that's decidedly not very flashy.
My father?
He's there too. I think that's him. Admittedly, I never met him, so I'm not entirely sure.
I say stay put, and we're gonna get close. We're going to create a distraction, and I'll get to that tent with you to deal with that woman.
Alright.
Sirocco, and Garu, make sure to cover both Canis and Lionel.
Of course.
Try to create an area of denial, and try to get as much attention away from that tent as possible.
I may have an idea.
I also have an idea.
You go first, then.
Well, you said these snake people, they like to trade in magical items, no? What then will I, a humble merchant of magical items, do with a large sack of magical items? That's you.
Everybody
I will... Yes, all of you. I will throw you in a sack, throw you over my shoulder. They will think you are all magical items, and when the time is right, boom, you burst forth from the sack. Ambush!
That sounds like a great plan, but wouldn't they be wary of anyone, even a traveler?
Just one man with a very large sack.
I'm not there. Ah, crap.
I am.
Not a bad idea.
Of course it's not.
Even if it just delays them for a moment or two, we'd be able to just immediately leap on them in combat.
You just need to be able to surprise them. That's the deal.
But before we go in with my great plan, he looks at Lionel. I do not believe I got your name.
Lionel.
Right, I assumed you were a pet or something. My apologies.
Catatonic face.
He is an odd one at that.
I like your plan better. Mine was, Lionel holds up like one of the little like lockets or whatever he has, like the extra like little bits of metal he has in his pocket. and holds up a hand as if he's ready to cast a catapult spell. Redirect them to go investigate something that's off in the distance. We enter in from the other side and surprise them.
Helena, do you know which if they are keeping watch?
They are. They are actually mentioned that they are expecting a possible ambush tonight. I think they have some sort of seer or something.
So they're nervous as it is.
Maybe we can combine these two plans.
Do you even have a sack big enough to put everyone in there?
I have a bedroll.
I don't think that works.
It's not gonna.
No,
That's not gonna fit.
Lionel snaps his fingers. And I have this, and he like holds his hand over the sack, and it slowly grows, but not enough to use the whole slot.
Oh. Everyone in the bag.
Lionel and his pocket adventurers.
This is a flawless plan.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
So what's the
Yeah,
spell? What's
absolutely.
the spell that's happening right now?
I was showing off enlarge reduce.
Oh, okay.
An example of it, not using it. Example of it.
Yeah, just an example of like, hey, I have enlarge reduce.
Can you even carry all of us though?
He can
Let
actually.
us find out. I probably can. Let us just say that.
Holy shit!
If it's powerful.
Do you remember why I was laughing when I was making my character?
So what
That is why.
what it says here is that the target of your spell doubles in size by all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Okay.
So if it fits a medium-sized creature, technically it will now transform into something that can fit a large creature.
One more thing though.
A large creature can fit 4 spaces, so
4 mediums, but we have what with
Lionel and I.
us? 2 mediums and 2 smalls.
It's so stupid that it actually works. Here's my question though.
Well, maybe this
you
small
want to use
halfling
a
girl
spell
can
slot
get
on
in my
this?
backpack, and the Lionel will get on my shoulder like he is a pet, and the rest of you get in the bag.
But is the bag comfy?
Considering we'll be
Probably
straddling
not.
The 2 of us will be straddling his back. I doubt that.
Oh.
all right, it
I
works.
have my dagger.
It works.
Technically works.
No, it fits the space. You can put one medium human being inside one medium being inside of one of these bags. So if by increasing the dimension to a large, it's going to fit 4 medium creatures. So 2 medium and 2 small is enough.
Okay, blue Santa Claus.
Flawless!
Oh yeah, so a ripped, ugly Santa Claus.
This is the power
Christmas
of
has
a
come
barbarian.
early.
This is the power of a barbarian with 12 intelligence.
That's 4 more than I do.
Oh, come on, 12 intelligence, that's above average.
Incredible.
I will tell you that I have no problem just tapping the fucking bag and making it grow. I will bleed this spell slot.
I trust that we might be able to surprise them with how absurd this is, so I agree.
Yeah, this sounds like
I
bullshit.
guarantee you, they will never expect it.
They will never expect it.
Not in a million years.
Helena, do me a favor.
Yes.
Be quick.
I will do my best.
You'll know when it happens.
Okay. Sorako, as you see
the
this bag
safe
enlarge,
one.
and you place Garu, Canis, River, and Lionel all in the same bag.
In the bag.
Wait a minute. I need the magic words. Gibbly geese, this plan is the bee's knees, and it grows big enough.
Fantastic.
It just works.
It just works. So as Sirocco, as you tie up the bag at the top, and you sling your 4 friends over your shoulder.
Watch
the horns!
Hey, this is real chaotic good hours now.
Fantastic.
You
Get my head out of your maw, Garo.
Don't make
I
me
will
cast
remind you
silence,
all.
guys.
I will remind you all that not all magic items talk. Not all of them.
What is that thing?
You all need to bathe more.
So, Sirocco,
Yes.
you promptly, over the course of what is about a while before you get into this camp, as you see the burning fire, several individuals, they all now begin to look. You see this large snake body man as he turns and he begins to come over to your way violently as you are walking within the immediate area.
I'll just be singing the tune. Oh, Sandiana, get a day away. Sandiana. Oh, hello.
He holds 2 blades over your head. What? What?
Oh, pardon me, good sir. I am just a humble merchant. I am the proprietor of the Silverline Cloud Trading Company. We specialize in the trading of magical items. I was given a few tips that you might be in possession of some. I was wondering if we could do business.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Well,
Obviously, you would actually make a persuasion check with disadvantage because 1, you're walking into an enemy camp, and 2, they have been expecting somebody, and you are the only one here.
But
I am no one's enemy.
while this is all going on, can I see him or hear him?
As you possibly peer around the back end of this tent, you see him walk up. There's this giant snake man holding 2 blades near his temples, and just confused and dazed as to the way that he's talking and the way he looks.
Can I just try to quietly slip in under the tent?
Yes, I know. I can be quiet. I am very ugly. It is not an easy face to trust. But, okay. 12.
You see the blades move now closer towards your neck as they shift downwards. You are unwelcome here. And quite honestly, you're now becoming a threat to our well-being.
I cannot claim to know what this is all about, but if you do not want me to be here, then who am I to impose myself on your camp? I will just be on my way, and I will go back to the sack that I have put down.
As you barely put down the sack, you feel the blade now beginning to just touch the bottom end of your scruff. I wouldn't move. Lady Athelius, we have a guest. A few moments pass and you see what looks like to be a slender woman with greenish black hair flowing down one side, her eyes yellow and piercing, slitted, almost like a snake. She appears before you, and she begins to walk. It seems like everyone that was by the fire is now surrounding you.
Am I able to sneak into the tent at all?
You
Did
may-
what's her face
you
get
may-
distracted?
She is no longer within the tent, as she has exited out.
Sick.
Fantastic. I'm going to sneak in. I'm going to untie. I'm going to like I'm going to press my hand over River's mother's mouth so that she doesn't like get startled and scream. And I'm just gonna say, "It's me. It's okay. We're here."
And
I'm going to untie her.
as you untie her, what are you doing here?
What kind of question is that? We're here to rescue you.
Where is she?
She is
In a sack.
in a bag, I think.
No. You need,
Yes.
all of you need to leave. Now.
No. I'm untying her.
As
Guardians.
you untie her, she turns over to the man next to her and she unties him as well. Listen. It's not that we wanted to be caught, but this is the only way we are going to be able to get some answers back home. And we are surviving as long as we need to. I'm giving them as much information as I don't want to, but you need to leave. Now!
Well, you're coming with us, so, come on. Teddy bag, let's go.
Alright, so while you're dealing with that situation, Sorako, as you are now standing surrounded.
Yes.
You are definitely quite interesting. Your name?
I am Sirocco of Holy
That
Ground.
is as much as I need to know. It
Hold the
seems-
thumbs up.
It seems like you have an unfortunate event of coming across this encampment.
He looks down at the swords near his neck, and he's like, "It would seem so."
As she steps forward, I have a question for you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
no!
Damn it. Very well. You should make this wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Oh, no, I don't have advantage or disadvantage, correct?
You do not have disadvantage.
Okay. In that case, that is an 18.
Unfortunately, no.
Yep.
As
Leave it at
you
19.
stare into her eyes, it's almost as if you feel compelled, and almost as if you are connecting to this person, almost on a romantic, if not charmed level.
We are dead.
Tell me, Soraka of Hollingrad, what possibly brings you to this rather odd encampment in the middle of the night within the plains of Alanon? At this point, Sorako, any word that leaves your mouth is the absolute 100% truth.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Can I not
Didn't say
counterspell?
anything yet.
It's not a spell.
I think, yeah, you need to be able to see it happen too. in order
That's
to
it.
counterspell
Can
it,
they
even if
hear
it
this
was.
happening, though? Since they're in a bag?
You are
Yeah,
in the
like,
middle.
directly
You are
behind
in
The
a
fabric of the
tent.
bag.
No, can they hear it?
You're here. Yeah, you guys are hearing it.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? I am simply following my heart and doing what I believe would be best for myself and for
For
my business.
and your business includes who? At this point, you're starting to feel the specification of the people on your back starting to come to mind.
Do you guys mind if I just go ahead and
I'm
take
waiting for you
charge?
guys to cast something.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm casting Cloud of Daggers at 5th level.
All right.
I've been kicking Cadus's groin for the past 10 minutes.
So,
Cast something.
Everyone.
Cloud of Daggers. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered on a point at which you choose. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters that spell area. So
you have to
guess
be able
what?
to. You have to be able to see that, by the way, and you're stuck in the bag.
Can I not pop out?
The bag is tied.
Tied?
Yeah, he had to tie it from the top to keep it from.
I thought he was holding it closed.
Yeah, he was holding
Yeah,
it.
he was. Yeah, he
Put it
was.
down.
To be fair, I am definitely strong enough to hold it closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Soraka, you drop the bag, and all 4 of your friends appear before you.
Why them, of course.
This is a stick up. And he put
Cloud of Daggers on her.
All right.
As we say in Hollingrad, as we say in Hollingrad, how do I spell surprise?
How do I spell surprise?
You're looking up surprise in French, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
It's just surprise.
Surprise. It is the same word, but pronounced differently.
You could probably go voila too. I think that's French.
Voila.
Sure, I have already said.
All right. So, Lionel, as you find the 2 points that fill that 5-foot gap that create Cloud of Daggers around her. At this point, after that, does she have to make any check?
Yes. A creature centered on that point within range. The creature let's see, it is an action, 60 feet, concentration. It is a spell damage, so I have to. No, it just says it hits.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, nice.
That's 10d4
Cloud kill?
fucking slashing.
Fuck.
You
Go.
just stand on it.
This is
Magical flash.
This is Cloud Kill, correct?
Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
Cloud Kill, I think, is like 7th level or
that
something.
being said, everyone,
it's 5th level.
roll initiative. Aside from Helena, as you are focused on getting the 2 people that are in a tent out.
Yes, I made a faux pas last time. I actually have advantage on initiative rolls.
So I'll go around, go across the table as usual. All right, Soraka.
19.
I got a nat 20, so that's a 22.
Okay, 22. Scaru. All right, River.
21 for me.
Hey.
All right, Lionel.
A 16.
All right, Kenneth.
2.
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
Oh, but no.
and Helena, I'll get to you when you enter combat.
He was in the bottom of the sack, you see.
All right.
At the bottom of the sack, being kicked in the nuts by River all the fucking time.
How are we choosing when I come in, for that matter?
Yeah, what the fuck?
That depends. Are you trying to get these people out? Or do you want to run to battle?
but shouldn't I probably do initiative just for the sake of on my turn I get them out?
Let's say yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Because when this kind of stuff happens, people forget that they are there.
Yeah. It's cough cough. I totally didn't do that during my thing.
Oh, the guard. That's right.
Initiative 15 for me.
15. All right. You're faster than Lionel.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I have a flat 0, so go ahead.
Okay. So I'll just say.
Possibly.
I have no
Helena.
dexterity.
Okay. So. What's the damage? Lionel?
Oh, okay, so the first couple of rolls were 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, rolling another 5. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 points of slashing damage.
32 points. Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
That was on the woman who charmed me, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. Good to know. All right. So, as you guys appear from the bag out into the open expanse, you immediately cast Cloud of Daggers as they come raining down like hellfire and start piercing the back of this woman, and she's like, rat.
She sounded like she was into it.
She is making the same sounds my diamond is.
She's going.
All right. So, as soon as that happens, you guys see from the other tent bursting through the fabric, you see what looks like to be this multi-armed woman with a giant snake body. As she appears and she looks back into the tent. Stay. I will deal with this on my own. She begins to
Oh,
Actually, no.
Lordy Lou.
It was a
Wait,
pleasure playing with you guys.
This is a cluster, man.
Yep. I'm going to start writing my new character. 1 second.
as she appears and she comes from behind and she looks at the rest of you. Oh. Rats indeed, lady. Furious. Rats indeed. She draws multi-blades as they begin to appear from behind her, what looks like to be several different weapons at her disposal.
Oh.
And she's going to cross them all and take a stance.
Okay.
All right, Gar.
Pretty.
All right. What is the closest enemy, like, right next to him? Like, that guy in the corner?
You are right here. There's a person right here. Canis, you are right here. Lionel, right here. River, right here. Helena, right there. And then Sirocco, you're in front of this snake man.
Okay.
Boy.
So coming out of the bag into that one guy in the corner, point blank in front of Garu.
Yeah.
No, he's not moving. Like, yeah. He's gonna say, "I'm going to do as they say in the city, pop a cap into your ass." He's gonna load the gun and fire 2 silver bullets at that dude.
Where did you learn that?
He's right in front of him. Don't worry about it.
No, I mean the phrase.
Oh, I learned it from some fellows in the fighting pits. They were very rude, but they seem nice.
I was hoping you would say he learned it from Lionel.
All right.
Okay,
So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Gotta make 2 of them since they're like doing both actions.
Yeah.
Alright.
Actually,
First one is going to be a 16, and the other one is going to be a... Oh, it's another 16.
both 16. They both hit.
Alrighty. Let me just find my D10. What the fuck is this thing? Hold on, it's been a while since I brought this out. Okay,
Percentile dice.
Been a while.
It's been a while. I know, that's not the right one. Where are these things? Okay, give me a sec. Okay, found them. Alright, do 2d10 plus 3. Let's go. First one's going to be an 8, so that'll be 11 for 1.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be 7, so that's going to be 10. So 21 total.
21. All right.
And they're silver. And these are the silver bullets, by the way.
Okay. So, as you draw the blade, oops, or draw your firearm, and you pull it out, and you fire 2 shots into this dude right in the side of his legs. He's like, "Oh!" Sounds pretty normal. Motherfucker, you shot me!
Oh, fuck, Monk carries a gun! Oh!
Please refrain from fighting, or else you will get more.
And he's gonna load more.
All right. So
Kneecapped him and
those
told
are
him to stop
your
resisting.
attacks. Those are your attacks. It is River. It is your go.
I can see shit. Okay, so what's next to Lionel?
Next
The
to
what
Lionel
figure?
is the woman that you have known to hunt you fairly often.
What are the circles?
Those are the clouds of daggers.
Okay.
Yep. So anything within that space that starts on its turn I get to roll for damage.
Mm-hmm. I cannot get that close, but you know what? Let's fucking kill the ads first. I'm gonna go move next to Garu. Well, to the opposite side of Garu, so I can flank this thing.
Okay.
And I'll perform my attacks. I'm just going to never cutting taking away my sight from her. Just mouth making the mouth. I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna go kill this guy. Oh, I'm tempted. It's going to be a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, that will hit.
Second half. That's going to be 17.
17, that will also hit.
Okay. So, let me give you the total damage. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? It's going to be 16 points of piercing damage total.
16 points. Okay.
Use the Hulk hands.
Hulk hands.
Uh-uh.
I will use my bonus action to do the shield bash. So it's going to be I think it's going to be athletics contest.
Athletics? Alright.
Yep.
Athletics.
He needs to beat a 12.
12? 5.
Ah!
Hey!
He's prone.
Hey! Because he got both his kneecaps shot in.
Man, this is a really unfortunate man.
As you shield bash him forward, bumps into an unmoved Sirocco, and then as he falls to the ground, fucking limp. Why? It's kind of like one of those action movies, as if like this guy hit the side of a fucking like concrete pillar.
And that is going to be my action, bonus action, movement. That's all I can do.
All right, Sirocco, it is now your turn. As
Fuck
you are
this guy in particular.
standing in front of this this giant snake man who has had his blades at your neck since you've gotten here.
And I did I feel the guy bump into my leg?
Yeah, you felt something. It was really weird.
Allow me to teach you one of the rules of business, my friend. You never hold a sword to someone's throat in the first meeting! And the wind howls. The clouds rumble as the night sky lights up with flashes of lightning. And Sirocco goes, as he rages again. Dude holding the sword to my throat needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh, the guy that you knocked prone? Or the guy that's holding
No,
the
the
sword?
guy
The guy that's holding the swords to my throat.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, the snake man.
Never mind. I thought
That
it was the other
is going to be a 21.
Yeah, he succeeds. So he takes. Oh gosh. Where is my D4? Is it a D4? Hang on. Bonus action.
D6.
Storm Aura. DC 15. Half damage, which is now. Yeah, with 24. He takes. 1 damage. 1 lightning.
Yeah.
The unpleasant tingle.
It's as if like this small little bolt of lightning and it shocks his hand. It's like, ow.
Ow.
Very dramatic, not very effective.
My fingernail's itchy. Fuck.
Oh, I think my
that
pink
static?
went
Wait a minute, I lied. It is actually 1d6. Hang on.
Oh, okay. That might be a little bit more.
It was super strange. It said like 10th, like 1d6. I'm like, I have to be 10th level to do 1d6 damage? No, 3rd level I do 1d6. Well, that's a little bit better. 6, so he takes 3 lightning damage.
Okay, that.
Oh, you numbed his pinky.
So it's more like ow, like oh.
This is like electrified gum, dude. I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
Pop rocks.
His
no,
whole
lightning
body is crackling with energy again, and his hair standing up like Dark Beast Parl, and he's just gonna go for 2 axe swings on this guy.
All right, go ahead.
That is going to be the first one. 30.
To hit? Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm forgetting.
What the
You
fuck
know-
is your attack mod?
You know.
You know, it hits.
Yarrow knows what the deal is.
I know what the deal is, and I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how he. Yeah, he can carry all of them. Oh yeah, he has that. He has that modifier. Fuck.
Yep. I sure do.
Does he have a fucking strength of 30 or something? Bullshit.
So my attack deals
Okay, is that 14 slashing damage?
Nice.
All right.
here goes another one with my great axe.
On the snake man who is holding,
That is a 29
All right, that definitely hits.
Jesus.
for 19 slashing damage. Wait, no. +2 because I am raging. 21 on the second one, and it was 16 on the first one.
Okay.
Jesus, stop dancing Christ.
All right. Noted. So as you pull out your axe and you just clatter both blades out of the way and you just hack towards his abdomen and then once again across the chest, just ripping through like lightning through the fucking sky. And you see like sparks of lightning just emanating from his eyes. All right. So there is that. All right, Helena, it is now your turn. What are you doing?
All right. So, I obviously hear all the fighting outside. I'm going to kind of go to the opposite side of the tent where I hear all the noise, and I wave to the others. Okay, come on, let's go, let's go.
All right. As you lift it up, fine. And you manage to coerce the two out from under the tent, and you begin to run the opposite direction of the fight.
I'm not running with them. I'm telling them to go.
Oh. As you're telling them to leave... Okay. Where are we going to meet?
Are there any landmarks at all around?
No. You guys are in the middle of a near barren wasteland.
Wait, we had the tower up, didn't we?
That's gone now. How far away was that one bonfire? It's gonna be very morbid, but
It was about 2 days out.
balls.
Fuck it, just keep them away from here.
Head towards the bonfire. Travel for about a half hour. We'll meet you on the way there.
Alright, fine. Alright, let's go. And she grabs his hand lovingly and starts bolting that direction. I have to pull up her...
Oh, she can make a perception check as a reaction. What is this
No,
shit?
she needs to make a stealth check.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, Oh, good.
Does she have advantage because we're distracting these people with our
Halfling.
bullshit?
I'll say sure. All right. Decent enough. All right.
And with the rest of my movement, I'm also going to leave the tent, and I'm going to get to a spot where I can see.
You're leaving out through this back area, so.
Yep. I have 30 movements, so. Yeah, just at least behind the tent. If I can see the one that Lionel's cloud daggering, I'll shoot at him.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna say 2, 4, 5, 6. I could say you could get about there. Like, just enough behind the tent.
Fantastic. I'm a shoot at him with advantage because I'm invisible.
You're not in any line of sight. You're still behind the tent.
Fine. I'll bonus action dash. I'll move one step over, and then I'll shoot him.
Okay. I'm assuming with your fighter's ability.
No, that's a rogue ability. Bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
Cunning action, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, I'll take that natural 19, so that's going to be
This guy?
a 30 to hit. So
No, she's hitting the thing I'm shooting. The
Yeah.
thing in the clouds, the dagger cloud.
Bish.
yeah,
Yeah.
The bitch.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, you're just in that line of
so-
sight, too.
Say what?
Yeah, and you're just in that line of sight, too.
Cool. I mean, I bonus action dash, so even if I had to move more, you know, a whole lot of whatever. So that's gonna be 11.
Okay, so wait to undress her.
11 plus sneak attack. That's going to be 14, 16, 18, 20 damage on that one.
20 damage. Alright. Good to know.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to just duck back behind the tent.
Okay. That'll be it.
That'll be it.
Alright. So, the guy on the ground, very much in pain and very much pissed off. As he rolls over, he's gonna raise his hand, and you guys are gonna see is what looks like 3 bolts of energy leap from his hands. So, I need you all, Garu, River, Canis, Sirocco, and Lionel. Need you all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
That's a 16 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have. I see this happening.
No. This guy's behind you.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be 18 for me.
18 on me as well.
16 for me.
Makes sense. 15 for me.
Well, it's not a natural one.
Oh,
God
buddy.
damn it.
Alright. So, as what looks like to be several different bolts of lightning as they begin to jump forth and then chain around all of you. Lionel, did you roll?
Yeah, I said 18.
Okay. You guys get caught up in a chain of lightning.
Balls.
Oh, God. Never enough of these.
Oh boy.
Good lord.
Yeah, I know. So
Question,
you all
the-
take 39.
That's chain lightning.
Yeah, 39 points of lightning damage, and to those who made their check is half.
Who made it? You didn't see DC.
And yeah, what's the DC?
What was it DC?
So anybody that was 17 and below, or below 17, you did not make it.
That bullshit. All right, well, I'll take evasion, so I take half.
I take no damage.
How much
No, you-
was it again?
39 points of
39.
lightning damage, half if you make it.
Okay.
This is
that
lightning
was like
damage,
seven-
correct?
Yeah, lightning
I
damage.
take-
That was 17 and above the pass, right?
Oh, what?
That was 17 and above the pass, right?
Yeah, like 17
17
is
or below.
pass. Yeah,
All right.
below 17, you did not make it.
All right. I got evasion, so I just take half anyway.
Yeah, and I took 19 points, so I'm at 38. Oh wait, no numbers, right?
As
I
this
gotta
bolt of
roll.
lightning
we
slams
have
into the
numbers?
guy that is surrounded by lightning, he looks over his shoulder and just says, "Pathetic." I'm resistant to lightning damage.
Ah, fantastic.
Hey,
Yaro, I forgot. What's our policy on that? Can we share our numbers to our player party members? Is that okay?
I mean,
People can see them and freaking.
yeah, I'll say yes. I'll say yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. All right, 38 out of 57. I gotta roll concentration.
I take no damage.
Whew, 15.
39 out of 58.
All right.
I rolled 15 on my concentration. Sorry.
All right. Good to know. All right. So is that that's everyone for that?
Yep.
All right. So
Believe so.
he is going to spend half of his movement getting up. Sorry about that, Canis. And then attempt 3 to kind of get away. River, you do have an attack of opportunity.
I cannot. I use my reaction to use my shield evasion.
Can Gar have an
And
attack
Canis
of
was next
opportunity?
to him, too.
Yeah, because he passed
Alright.
through your pathway. And he's trying to.
Alrighty.
I also have an attack of opportunity, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's right. Mel, don't you have an evasion thing? Didn't we get rings of evasion for lightning?
Nope.
We didn't
No,
get
we
something.
never got around to that.
No, we
and
bought items.
We had
Sirocco-
resistance potions. but we haven't
Sirocco,
used
you're
them.
not engaged with this man.
You just
Okay.
do a backhand.
Unfortunately
Well,
not.
Canis has the Warcaster feat, so he's allowed to cast a spell so long as it has one target. He's using Guiding Bolt at 4th level on him.
Wait, I still haven't rolled my
Oh,
opportunity
shit.
attack. Do I just like
Okay.
is just a regular unarmed strike or what?
Yeah, just a regular unarmed strike, because you're punching him.
Okay, no.
Unless you have your pistol, which,
Oh yeah, sure.
Actually,
Let's
no.
use that.
yeah, unless you have your pistol.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. All right. I'll just re-roll that instead.
Unfortunately, he wasn't engaged with you, Canis.
That's gonna be a check. That's gonna be a 17.
17. All right, that will hit.
All right. Roll for damage. Fuck. Where do I keep putting my dice? 1 second. Oh, there it is. All right. That's gonna be 6 total.
6 total. Good to know. All right, good to know. As you fire as he's trying to get away, passing through river, you hit him on the side. It's like, again.
I told you you would.
All right, and that will be the end of his turn. It's now the other guy's turn. Second verse, same as the first. As this guy, he pulls the staff away and he looks at all of you once again, and you see those arcs of lightning extend from his hand. So
Fuck this guy. Counterspell.
This other mage is going to use his reaction to counterspell.
Oh, fuck off.
It's fucking Magic the Gathering bullshit.
Actually, no.
God. They're playing
Athelius
blue
is going to
white
use
do it.
her reaction to counterspell.
Azorius.
All right. So what level are you casting counterspell?
I don't know who's counterspelling anymore.
I know you're counterspelling you're counterspelling this guy. She's counterspelling you.
I counterspell at 4th level.
All right. She's going to counterspell at 6th level.
Oh, how the hey,
Fuck off.
hey, wait a minute.
God damn.
She's going to expend her 6th level spell.
Okay.
So, Lionel, Canis,
Doesn't go off.
Sirocco, Garu, and River. Dexterity
Yeah.
saving throws.
Whatever.
Woo, that's not good. I'm taking all that damage.
And I got 21.
15.
No, wait. Doesn't matter. Fucking 26. Oh, wait. Yeah,
Also a
sorry.
21.
Oh, wait, no, wait, no. Oh, man, I'm wrong. It's 25.
I'm going to assume a 3 doesn't work.
A 3 does not work.
15.
I know. Let's see. Alright. Gotta arrange my dice for the umpteenth time. 12. Alright. So you guys take 49 points of lightning damage, halved
I'm
to
dead.
those who succeed.
Yeah, so what's nice playing with you guys.
Yeah, I took
49?
I need to see if the carryover kills him.
I succeeded, and with evasion, you take nothing.
Yeah, I'm straight up dead. All
Yep,
three.
so is Canis.
All 3 things are completely gone.
Fuck off.
Wait, dead or unconscious?
Dead.
Dead. I only had 19 health. I went to negative 30 and I have 58 max. Dead.
How the fuck did that just happen?
River,
What?
what is your status?
I'm fine. 27.
Alright. 27? Alright, Soraka?
I'm good. I mean, I succeeded and I'm resistant to lightning damage, so I'm good.
Alright. Good to know. Yep. These guys are not expectation. Alright. That will be the end of... Actually, no.
Yeah, just twist a knife, will ya?
He's gonna step away.
It's gonna be a
Actually-
TPK, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, it was fun. Hey, you're gonna...
Lionel, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Dude, I
No.
lost all 3.
No. Make a death
Okay.
saving throw.
Here I go.
Silver lining.
A 10.
10? Alright. You succeed
That's a
your first.
success.
Yep, that's a success.
Alright. Elias. Alright. So,
Oh, well,
Cethilius is now looking at the
Yeah.
other end of this group. I swore that if I would see any of you again, that this was going to be much more different than last time. Allow me to prove my point. And you see as she grabs hold of the symbol near her chest, and you see the ends of her fingers begin to flare up in burning fire. She's going to cast Flame Strike.
Lovely.
On who?
So, River and Garo,
So-
you two need to make, I believe it is a dexterity saving throw.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dexterity for that.
Yep.
18.
18.
It was a dexterity saving throw. What?
Yeah, dex save.
Oh yeah. Change of equipment. All right. So,
What?
Garu, what was yours?
Yeah.
What was yours?
It was 18 total.
Okay, you just make it. River.
8. But I'm going to. You must use. Okay, I'm going to use my feature Indomitable to reroll my saving throw.
Okay.
It doesn't say it's a reaction, so I think I can use it.
Fighter jargon.
Oh my god. That's what's 20 to 23.
23. All right, you make
Uh-huh.
it. So you guys take half damage.
Oh, great.
I take nothing, evasion.
They were dex saves, and she's a shield master.
No, I already used it for the first lightning.
That's a reaction?
That's a reaction.
Jesus.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys.
I can't survive 3 hits in a row. Just a 1.
So you guys take 14 points of fire damage.
Thank God for evasion.
And
Yay.
11 points of radiant damage.
Oh, no, that's not what I want. This one. 11.
All right. As she stands there, you guys, so Garu, you are currently unaffected by the flames as you just barely make it out of the way. River, you are taking the brunt of it. As she looks towards all of you, I had hoped not to have to do this, but I don't think my time is well spent here, so if the rest of you would, that'd be fine by me. But bring the red one alive. She begins to turn away. And that is going to be the end of her turn.
My turn.
This one. This Yuan-Ti, as he comes up behind you, Garu, and he's going to make 2 strikes with his longswords.
Sure, do it.
So the first one is going to be a 21.
Hits.
The second one is going to just be a 5.
Doesn't hit.
All right. All right, that is going to be. I'm trying to remember. All right. That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage. I cannot believe that fucking my head. And as one scratches across your back, you feel for the first time something actually painful really hurts across you, and then you feel the back end of a blade, but no full connection. Canis, make a death saving throw.
All right. Natural 1.
I can't reroll
1
that
death.
one.
Okay, can we fucking redo this session, please?
Well, what do you mean dead? It's just 2 points.
All right. All right. Last one. Yuan-Ti, as he's staring down you, Sirocco, he is angry and pissed with you, and he's going to make his 2 attacks with his blades on you.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be an 11.
That misses.
Second one's going to be a 14.
That also misses.
All right. So as he brings down both blades as hard as he can, it does not get past the first layer of the belts that are surrounding you. Alright. And this guy. You see Garu as the man in red, as he begins to step out. You see something odd about him. Or this aura that you get. It's much different than the last time that you felt from beforehand. This one being far more sorrowful.
What a lovely feeling.
And you see as his staff begins to hit the ground, all of you begin to feel a slight shift. So, at this point, come on. All right. To all of you that are within his range of sight. So, Sorako, Canis, Lionel, Garu, and River. You guys need to make a wisdom saving throw if you decide to not let this happen.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, so.
Is it a fear effect?
Nope.
We don't.
You guys begin to...
Yes, I'm resisting because I don't...
Well, actually, Canis and Lionel, you both don't have a choice in this.
We don't have a choice. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, so I'm gonna resist.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist too.
Alright.
Not great. 5.
5. Garu.
Let's check. That's gonna be a 8.
8. River.
4.
4. As you guys begin to see, your vision begins to shift, and almost as if the world goes black. All of you are no longer here.
Oh shit, banishment.
We gone.
Garu, River, and Sorako, you guys appear back in Hawthrite. However, Helena, you are still there.
Oh, boy. I don't know where they went.
What do you do?
Fine for it.
I'm giving you one opportunity. Elena, what do you do?
He banished them. He didn't kill them, though.
Well, I
He's-
just assumed.
He didn't... I'm going to run for... How long has it been?
Since that just happened?
No, since the entire fight.
It's only been about 2 rounds.
Well, let me rephrase. How long has it been since Helena has infiltrated the area?
It's been about 30 minutes. It's only been about 12 seconds since this whole thing started.
I'm gonna meet Rivers. Going to meet Rivers' parents. Wait, there's nobody there still, right?
There's nobody inside that tent, no.
No, I mean of my friends.
There's nobody there, no.
I'm gonna go meet Rivers' parents.
Alright.
Meet them halfway, carry them, keep bolting.
You know what? Before I do, I hate to do this, but River's going to remove her earring.
Am I?
She's going to leave it where the man in red was sitting by the fire, still invisible. She's gonna leave it there. He's seen her before, so.
For the sake of the argument, I'm gonna have to actually make you make a normal stealth check.
$28.
28. All right. You managed to do it. You are leaving tracks behind, by the way. But on that note, you get a faint feeling as if almost something was kind of watching you the entire time. You guys now back at Hawthrite. Canis,
Am I able to-
Lionel, you're both on the ground. Helena, you are days away.
Am I able to spare the
I
dying?
don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
Am I able to spare the dying Canis and Lionel?
Considering the fact that they are still unconscious, yes.
Oh my god.
So here's the rule about something about those hit points heading over. It has to be double your health. From
I'm going to tell you this though, dude. It did. Like you straight up
did?
killed me. You straight up killed me. I'm dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to double check it. It's negative your health value. So
Yeah,
Canis did have to make checks.
Yeah, it's negative your max health.
Yeah, no, you just killed Lionel in that first fucking go.
I apologize.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Bad guys are bad guys. And I
But
do apologize.
Canis still had to make checks.
Yeah, Canis is fine.
Yeah.
He made checks.
As
Yeah, he's
so
at like
River,
negative 10.
River, as you spare the dying for Canis, his eyes shoot open, awake.
Oh no, he's still unconscious, but
He's
He
breathing normally now.
His eyes open while he's still asleep.
Yeah.
Somebody get him up!
I'm working on it. I'm going to do goal up. No, I'm going to use railing cry to wake.
Okay. What does that?
Actually, no wait. What I have a thing. What the hell is it? Oh yeah, hit a healing touch. One special rest is an action. You can draw the power of your dragon mark to spend your hit dice to revitalize yourself or a creature of your touch. Well, that's wisdom modifier. Okay, so I'm killing us for 7, 8, 9 points of healing, 9 points of HP.
Okay. And
Lionel, run quick! Spare the dying, or whatever the fuck it is. Get the diamond.
Revivify.
Okay. So I need you to make a d20.
Me?
No. Your opinion. Canis,
All right.
roll d20.
13.
13. So as you get down on your knees and hoping to God as this unmoving Lionel is on the ground, you grab hold of the diamond and you pray to your father in any way. And as it shatters and turns to blackened coal and it shoots into his body, you see as like stars across the night begin to fill, and you hear breathing. Lionel lives.
Lionel, you okay? Please answer us.
It's always lightning for me, isn't it? Where are we?
As you look around,
Alright.
you smell the burning, smoldering town that was once Hawthrite.
Where's Helena?
She's probably still back there.
Damn it.
Why? Why are they so damn strong?
Every time I feel like I'm ready to fight, every single time I could just get reminded of how pointless this is.
I am sorry, my friends. I feel like this is my fault.
Okay, I'm the guy here who's singed, burning on the floor. We have no time to feel sorry for ourselves. Have you all forgotten that they have a god at their backing? What chance did we actually have? It wasn't any of our fault. We tried and we failed. The fact that we're alive, that I'm even alive. It's no one's fault. It's a fucking miracle. Coming from the guy who's logical, I'm talking about miracle. This was tilted from the start.
Lionel is right on one thing. We did get lucky. But if the odds are tilted in their favor, is there not a way that we can tip the odds back into ours?
How?
We need to find some way to restore the balance. There has to be some way to weaken them.
First things first. If Helena's still alive, we gotta find her first.
I need to get to her.
Sending! Helena, where are you? Are you still alive?
Still alive. Meeting with River's parents. Where are you?
I'd have to send another sending back. God fucking damn it.
You said
Well, it's not like we're in combat or anything.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not like we're in combat or anything. Fuck it. Another sending. We're in Hawthrite. We're alive. Everyone.
We'll make our way to you.
Thank goodness. On our way home. To Hawthrite.
Radical.
Radical.
I've nearly died from lightning wounds twice. Give me this.
Man, would it be possible? Would it be possible for Helena to use that babble?
Well, let's not waste it if we know they're just gonna come this way.
Yeah, I know.
But to be fair, if you give me time to fucking not be fucking crispy possum and switch out my spells, I can keep tabs on her with the message.
4th level cure wounds. There we go.
Friends, we need the penguin.
As you are screaming out into the city of
Heal another 20.
Franz, deeply confused and very worried of all of his friends as they reappear in the middle of the city. All right, glad you guys are back. He's now summoning Mr. Waddles. After a few minutes begin to pass, you see with just the border of Hawthrite a single figure as he begins to walk in, cloaked in red.
What the fuck?
You!
I would be honest. I think you owe me a thanks, at least.
You are the ones that put us here.
I had some minor expectation you would.
What just happened? You were with them.
Well, that was a bit of a mistake, honestly. And by my own doing. Luckily, somebody had the mind to let me push through the cracks, and he's looking at Lionel.
Fucking, like, Lionel's just holding his face, just, like, trying to look straight. How did I assist? What does that mean?
You managed to just weaken her enough for me to actually make an attempt.
Well, at least I did something, I suppose.
However, in doing that, I feel like there is weight to the actions of what I've done.
Is it enough to tip the scales in our favor?
I have no idea. To be quite honest, the only reason why I'm here is just to thank all of you.
No.
What?
For letting me escape. For giving me a chance to break through. My mind had been taken. And that one little strike, that one little hit, I just managed to take a chance.
That didn't work the last time we fought against you?
She's strong. But
I almost killed her last time.
We took her by surprise, River.
the entourage you just managed to face off against, this isn't their first go. They've been following a very long line of destruction and answers that they have been seeking, all of which a little fuzzy to my head. I cannot thank you enough for giving me that opportunity, but I'm also not going to stick around long enough to become friends.
You don't need to be our friend. The least you could do is give us information, everything you know about what's going on with them. You were that close to them. Surely you must have some knowledge of what's happening.
I'm sorry, my mind is still a bit scrambled.
You were able to teleport. Is there any way you can do that again?
I would need to rest.
Can you teleport to a specific place or people?
Places
That you remember?
that I've seen, yes.
Will your former companions be coming back here?
The chase after me? No, I'm going to be long gone before they even get the chance.
I have to ask. This is the only thing that I can try to make some kind of semblance of sense over this whole entire time. We keep hearing things about how there are eyes on us no matter where we go, that we're constantly being scried and spied upon. How is this done? What is the actual means of this ability?
She has something on her head that allows her to see and be unseen. I've seen her do it so many times, but I think the thing below Lobondel is different.
Hello, what are you talking about? Oh, freaking snake.
I wouldn't even think of it as a snake. I think it's a monster. It's strewn across under the mansion where it was once burned. I've seen it as if it's like nearly boned to death. It smells like rotting down there, and it's hanging just on a thread of whatever life it has, but it's still a terrifying thing.
Well, what do we do now at this point?
We need to get Helena and my parents.
I think you should leave.
You were when you met me. You were gathering artifacts. Yes, that is why we went to my home.
Mm-hmm.
Continue that, I suppose.
I'm unsure how
Good.
useful that will be, considering we didn't even have a chance to use the artifacts we had in the confrontation with them before.
Didn't need to do anything at all.
Well, I mean, to
And
be
the more
honest,
we wait, the stronger they get. It's pointless.
Not exactly. As he begins to look at the two on your bodies. Bring him closer. I might have an answer.
All right, give me like 5 seconds as Lionel like crunches every waking second. Sit up.
I would like to insight this man.
Go ahead.
You and me both.
Natural 20.
16, okay, doesn't matter.
I mean, it seems like he's doing everything he can to repay what seems like to be an unpayable debt.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not going to give him the artifact. I'm going to hold it and show it to him.
And as he's also looking at the wraps, I find it kind of odd that you have something like this, but you're not using it right.
Eh? What do you mean?
Well, these are... I've seen a couple of fragments in my travels, but these are weaker, as if they've been asleep for so long, and they haven't woken up just yet.
So we just need to wake them up? How would we do that?
Many things can happen in order to wake up. Ancient artifacts like these, it comes naturally.
I'll go get the rooster.
Not like that.
Mm.
I suppose it's due to the will of the user.
The will of the user? Well, we have every intention of using them, but how exactly should we, like, go about that?
That depends on how you decide to face this whole scenario, or whatever it is you decide to face in your future. They're resonating with you, obviously. You're attuning to them properly, but they're not awakened. They're still weak.
If
And
only that girl in my fucking dreams could speak, I'd be able to fucking ask her questions.
girl.
Aye, there's this woman in my dreams. She's been speaking to me back, not so much speaking to me, but there's a woman and I keep having visions of her in front of a burning house, and then she doesn't mean to be at all malice or whatnot. I barely get any answers out of her. I've finally gone to speaking terms with her, maybe one at least. But the last time I've witnessed her, it was the appearance of a flaming boar that was under her control.
What was the energy she was giving off?
Cold,
Color.
but
Color, feeling, anything.
it was cold. It almost felt nebulous, like she's made of stars. But there's nothing about her that seems angered or vengeful, or she doesn't mean ill will. At most, she just stands there, almost acting like a naive child.
Do you ever know a place that she might be in?
Like I said, it's always in a woods, and then there's an open field, and there's a house. But then the house went on fire, and then a boar showed up to defend her against me, but she cooed it aside.
Sounds familiar, but different feeling.
Well, I don't know how to make of this. I'm not a religious man. I only placate to see if there's a way I can connect with her.
Well, that's as far as I can give you, but she sounds familiar, but she doesn't come to mind a name.
Maybe that'll be the one-word answer I get from her next time I go to sleep.
Wait a second. Are we supposed to be getting dreams with these on? I haven't really gotten anything yet.
That doesn't make any sense, Garo. Had these dreams well before I found this item.
Well, you speak of stars, and yet you hold the starbound tome. Maybe it was a sign.
I opened the book. You said that some of the pages were blank, yeah?
Yeah.
I look at some of the tail end of the written pages, see if there's anything new.
Still nothing. They're still relatively blank.
Lionel's gonna go walk off to the side. I'm going to write a message in the book.
Okay.
You guys can go off and talk to this dude. Lionel's just fucking walking on a brainstorm idea at this point. Finding a place to sit down, pulling out a pen and ink, and is now going to write a message just like, please answer us. We don't know where to go from here. If all but one word is all I need, return to my dreams and see me again. And then that's what I'll write in.
As you put pen to the paper of this book, the ink does not connect.
Oh.
It spills off the pages. It's almost hydrophobic in a way.
Ah, I see. We're running on the fucking the Acme Invisible ink from Roger Rabbit logic. Well, that was a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Garo's gonna turn to like this man in red.
And what about these? Do you know anything about these in particular?
He just showed the bracelets, no, the wrappings.
As he begins to kind of inspect and overlook them, as far as I can tell, they're also asleep. I mean, the wraps seem to kind of pertain towards the sun god. Perhaps seek guidance? I'm not exactly sure.
Seek guidance.
In all my dealings,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
all different kinds of magical items, would I have heard anything about awakening anything?
Yes, there was quite a few stories of your mother. The fragments of Primeval are sort of alive, in a way. Not with the spirit inside of them, but they are synergistic to those who use them, and they become a union between the user and the weapon, or the item that you bear. Some people connect with it so easily that sometimes just the force of their own will can awaken an item, when they put it on and when they attune. Sometimes it just takes a while to get some things going. Between the wraps kind of not being as perfect, and between the Starbound Tome not having all the pages filled, you kind of get the feeling that some fragments are just sleeping and waiting to be, awakened and charged. So that way you can face forward into whatever battle that you decide to go in with them.
It is to my understanding that these fragments, they need time to develop a better connection to you, something deeper than attunement.
How long will that
Or is
take?
I do not know, and it does not seem that time is quite the luxury that you have.
It never is.
Tell me, you know something about the marks they seek, correct?
Me?
Yeah, Zamless.
I am aware of the dragon marks. I'm not exactly sure for what, but they have spoken about the one on the redhead's back.
Well, we've been told that these marks are a gateway to the gods themselves. Do you know any way that we can contact them? Or at least where we can find a way to contact them?
Being of the elven kind, I've found myself within the luxury of many of the enclaves. If you want to seek guidance from any of the primordial dragons, surely, whichever one connects with which one, you'll be able to find their guidance. But you'll have to see an enclave first.
Well, fortunately, we already know one.
On to a more personal note, though. One of our companions is seeking you out. Now that you're here and you have right reason, what do we tell her?
I left.
Will that satisfy her?
I have no business with anyone other than myself.
You hear the faint echoes of Man in Red.
It's just plain screaming.
If I might interject, I think you have more pressing concerns than this man.
But I'm so curious to why he's being chased by that fake guy.
You mean Oberon?
That guy.
You see him kind of look left and right. Well,
What did you take from him?
I took nothing. I owe him nothing.
You went against him like the other Archfey.
No. It's a lot more personal than that.
This is I may have an idea, but it is incredibly foolish. It is not something for us to gather on now, but something in the future. But as of right now, Lionel's fucking body is shaking, by the way.
Oh! By the way, Lionel, you died from lightning damage. I'm going to send you some results as to what happens because of that. Same thing with what happened with Necrotic. Same thing. There are some negative after effects to your physical body from the lightning effects.
He's gonna get a sick lightning tattoo.
Yeah, it can be healed, but it takes time.
Mm.
Alright. So.
What are you saying, Lionel?
Lionel just looks over at River. Remember our very common discussions about how short my life is?
Mm-hmm.
I just experienced it. I'm facing a very real and very, very haunting fear. Something primordial right now, and I don't know how to describe it.
Well, if there's any other thing that I can possibly assist with all of you, speak now, forever hold your peace.
What did he say again?
If there is anything else that I could possibly help with you right now, speak now, forever hold your peace.
I want our friend to be here with my parents.
Lionel just pinches the bridge of his nose, takes one of the stones and goes to a door.
It's not gonna work. There's no door on the other side.
No, but I can make one.
All the way where Helena is?
She said they're going to meet over by the fireplace.
So our plan is to go back there, try to meet with her and my parents, create a
No.
door, and escape as soon as possible.
I don't think in character I said that to you.
Oh. Well, we didn't.
It's back here.
Ah.
No, the sending was. Yeah, Canis knows.
Yeah,
No,
Helena is
didn't
heading
I-
back here.
Yeah, I said that I was heading back to Hawthrite and meeting with her
Mhm.
parents. I didn't say to him that I was meeting at the fireplace, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's why I also said that, like, if you give me time to switch out my books, I can message you.
Mhm. Basically, our idea is to just to get to her.
Yeah, my idea now at this point is because as much as I kind of was hoping I could use one of the fucking one of the beads to actually go back into the fucking Feywild and talk to our Archfey friend, I was going to switch to messaging, tell Helena to tell me where I can meet up with her, use the bead to get there, and then use the rock to get there, summon my tower, and use the rock to go back to where we are now.
To which I reply, don't waste it. We need them for more important things.
What do you... Okay, one more message and then I'm out of of level 2s. What do you want to tell the man in... What do you want to tell the man in red he is here?
There's a long pause. And she says, he's free for now.
Well, I turn back over to him and I just say, I don't know if this means anything to you, but our companion claims that you are free for now.
Tell her I've always been free. I've seen her before, yeah?
You have, Fey girl, brown hair with purple tint.
Oh, yes. A moment. Helena, you hear a voice in your head.
Oh, God!
Ah, what the shit!
Oh, the taunt!
I do not know why you are chasing me. And to be quite honest, if it has anything to do with home, it's best to just leave it where it is.
To which there is another long pause. To which she replies, you saved them, but the king commands it. Otherwise, I can't go back.
You get one more message back. And that sounds like a personal problem. And nothing.
To which
turns back-
he
he
just
turns-
hears a line of cursing in his head until it runs out.
He turns back. Zanless, by the way. My name is Zanless.
Oh, he's a nobody.
Well, Zemlis, where are you going now?
Zanless.
Zanlis, sorry.
Xanillis.
Of course, it's an X.
Well, Zanlis, now that you're free, where does this take you?
Anywhere I want.
Do you think we'll meet each other again, Zemnis?
This white-haired, black-skinned elf. Possibly. Hopefully on better terms.
Hopefully.
That or I'm dead.
Oh, well, that would be unfortunate.
To most of us, I do not think the elf girl would mind too much.
She's gonna have a field day when she comes back.
Well, she'll get over it.
If she makes it back.
If you ever need me, though, you can possibly contact me if you so desire.
Well,
I can't promise you that I'll come flying your way.
As long as I have a name, I suppose as long as me and Canis have a name, we can reach you out.
Very well. See as he turns away from all of you, and then he heads towards the east. Maybe to Krog.
Let's go get Helena.
So,
Best way to do that is just wait a few days.
yeah. After about 4 days of waiting, helping the townspeople and rebuilding in some way and definitely healing your wounds. Finally, and approaching Helena, along with River's mother and father, approach in town.
Helena just kind of raises her hand and waves.
Canis will wait back.
She's gonna go up to Lionel. She's gonna look very relieved and she's gonna give him a big hug. And then she's gonna turn to Canis and she's gonna give him a big hug as well.
No
Glad
respect.
everyone's.
Lionel took a moment to actually give it back to you. He did, and it meant well, but it took time.
You feel the ache in your muscles, almost as if it's hard to move physically, Lionel.
Hey, Yara, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. You hit a real nerve in real life without knowing. You hit a real nerve!
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, no, dude, you did. I will explain later, but yeah, you just hit a fucking real nerve.
Okay.
Not your fault. Not your fault at all. Just gonna put that out there.
Can changes be done so that doesn't happen?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Perhaps we need to go see that doctor.
God,
Doctor, no.
River's going to.
No.
River's going to reluctantly
Exactly.
approach her parents.
And
Reluctantly approach them.
heavy hugs and holding close. See your dad as he's back. Well, I am glad you're okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
This is all my fault.
You see them both kind of look side to side, and they have no words.
Neither does River. She doesn't really know what to say.
So, as you guys congregate back within the home of River, kind of sitting out in the front, just kind of figuring out what to do next.
And we make our way to home, Canis.
I do have one quick question though. While I was, walking with River's parents, is the baker's husband still alive, supposedly? Possibly.
As the conversation continues, you gather that second bonfire Yeah.
Stuck in the neck
Well-
of your shirt.
Not to sound insensitive, but how much gold did I find before?
The first body, you got about four.
insensitive though.
You got 4 gold pieces from the first body. The second body was still on fire.
How much did I
I didn't
leave
even
off
know
their
that there was
corpses?
one, so I'm
Not
just
to
talking
sound
about the first
insensitive
one.
though.
Helena, Helena, it's okay. You don't need to be insensitive. That's a cheese stick you buy.
Man, bakers are so fucking rich in this world.
Who are you being insensitive to? They're dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's as if they believe in the fire.
Keep in
I
mind,
mean, I got the red
gold is a 1-to-1 fucking ratio in this world. There is no silver and fucking copper and electrum.
That's so
Oh,
stupid.
that's why gold feels worthless.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing copper
We have
pieces on my
fucking
headband.
pesos.
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 Oh man. Now wait a minute. Why do I have silver and copper pieces?
Yeah.
From the beginning of the game.
Oh, we're gonna be doing it. I don't fucking mind. I don't care. I don't care enough to fight right now. But so I need to find a place for my parents to be.
You could just give me the silver and I'll cast catapult with it at a werewolf.
Sure, why not?
Make a railgun, man.
I think
Fuck
devils
yeah.
are weak to that shit too.
I'm gonna be an artificer. Crucify me.
Yeah.
Sure would have been nice to know. But
Yes.
I need a safe place for my parents.
Well,
I do not care anymore. I just want them to be out of this. I just want to be in a safe place.
if you are worried about prying eyes, I'm sure that my hut in Hollingrad would be fairly out of the way. But we would be in Hollingrad.
What do we know about Hollingrad?
It
I mean, we
is.
visited it, so.
It is a very dangerous country.
Well,
It's French.
Yeah,
French.
it's very
And swampy.
so.
Swamp ass.
So, due to, just the general history of knowing each nation for what it is, Hollingrad has 2 cycles of life. I think I said this in the last
Yeah,
one.
you did.
You did.
Yeah.
So,
It's not very
But
nice.
also-
It's a French swamp.
Here's the thing. I do not know what to do. Because that bitch can see us everywhere. And can see my
Well-
parents. I don't feel safe by themselves. I don't feel safe them being somewhere by themselves. I don't feel safe being near them. I do
Well-
It's
not know what to do.
operational, is it not?
And here's the fact of the matter. At this point, it's just dangerous. So we have to just keep going on what we were doing.
Okay, I'm going to put this out there. If we take them back to the kingdom, and we take the train to a new destination, that'll at least save us time and energy, the fact that the train station is working again. So if we wanted to come up with a brand new plan, we can do so, but then we can place your parents away in a kingdom as diplomatic immunity.
Well, at least under
Not
really
sure
good
what
guard
is so
anyway.
diplomatic about it.
Either keeping them at my home or the Temple of Bahamut is probably the safest place.
Indeed.
Ma? What?
Basically bringing them to Candace's home.
the problem is
nutshell.
that nobody else is protecting this town. And there are still people that I'm gathering are still alive after what has been rebuilt.
Well, that went well. She points at the entire burning ashes.
And
Yara,
what do you
quick
want
question.
us to do?
I want you to be safe.
Safe is relative at this point.
Hey,
No matter
Yara,
where
quick
we go.
question.
Yeah?
How long does that door from the teleport crystal last?
It lasts for as long as you guys need it, but generally speaking, it will probably only stay open for as long as a, well, you guys have never attempted, so you would have to find out yourselves.
Cool. So I would just build my tower and then just like get all
Yeah,
bunch
that's
of
what I'm
cats
thinking right
that
now.
are halflings into my fucking room so they can go into the castle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is we get all of the halflings together, we just open up a door and shove all of them into the Temple of Bahamut, and there, they have a bunch of halfling
And if we have to
refugees.
carry, and if we have to carry a couple on our backs, why not?
Man, we're going to just.
I mean, we have the strong man. We have the sack.
Let my people go.
How many halflings are there in the town left in the town?
After about 4 days of checking in on everyone, there's probably about 30 left.
Oh yeah, we can just have the door
It
open
was
and
like
shove them
Fucking
in.
voices.
small
Lionel.
town.
I wonder if they would fit in the bag.
Let's find out.
Lionel with a fucking, like, very stilted and unnerved body motion. Very, very, well, not for Sirocco, but for everyone else. It's kind of fucking worrying that he's taking this long to fucking ritualistically cast the tower. He just looks over at River's parents. Get everyone here now.
Very well. And
Lionel,
after,
are you
So
okay?
I'm guessing Camus and Lionel made that plan with them.
We're going to pilgrimage to the halflings to a safe place.
After about
Which
an
reminds
hour
me,
and a
Yara.
half of getting everyone to stand in front of what is the barnyard of the Baumjaeger estate.
It's Wheelbum, remember?
Oh, sorry.
Baumjaeger is not the real name.
Sorry.
I have lied so many times.
Oh, no, he's
Ah.
believing his own
You might
lies.
want to stop doing that.
The line is stacking.
You might as well stop doing that because now God believes it.
No, now God doesn't know what my real name. My real fake name.
Oh, fucking wickable. All right. So, as what looks like to be a group of 30 to 40 halflings all kind of standing hurt, bandaged, and kind of ready.
Do I see any of my childhood friends, by the way?
A good majority of them are not there.
God damn it.
They were thorough.
You can
Enough.
put your ducks in a row when we get into the temple, River.
I can't. This place
I-
sucks.
Lionel hisses at River.
Sorry. Let's move
I'm
on.
going to use the stone, tap it on my door, open it up, and it's gonna lead into the Temple of Bahamut.
All right, so oddly enough, as it looks like a bunch of people on the odd end of this, congregation,
Let's put Guinness in the
as
front.
what looks like to be a small army of halflings now standing
No, it's not a
dual
small army.
file, standing
It's a
dual,
kindergarten class.
standing
Games in the
dual
front.
file, walking through the door of Bahamut from a god knows what the fuck place, and as they begin to walk forward, the rest of you finally make it through. You wait about 10 minutes before the door dissipates.
Oh, that's handy. Let's be sure to make a note of that for later.
Is no one going to mind this?
You see, after a while, you see what looks like to be a very tall woman, just covered in armor, long blonde hair flowing off to the side as she approaches. This is obviously a problem. As she looks at you, Canis. Marshall. What a surprise. I am relatively sure you do not all know who I am. But I am the current Blade Ward here of Aurario. I outrank Mr. Matilius here by many steps.
Ooh.
Lionel just, looks at her. I beg in your pardon, miss. I'm sure your titles are very grand and your titles very, very big.
Don't
in this
patronize
sector.
me.
Oh, listen, you fucking listen to me right this second! These
None of us-
people are fucking taken away from their homes. And we are very much injured, tired, and angry.
We're
So
looking
you'll
for
have to
sanctuary.
forgive us just a wee bit.
Mr. Matilius. If you would please ask your companion to keep a lower voice.
No,
Lionel walks
I
out.
agree with him completely. None of us care.
Lionel walks out. I'm done. I'm going back to the fucking castle. Hobbling, by the way.
So, for what reason and how did you manage to bring with what looks like to be a group of refugee halflings within the Church of Bahamut?
Less than a week ago, a cult of Zahir attacked their town. These are the only survivors. We got here because I have a friend that is an ancient silver dragon, and she lended us teleport crystals. Happy?
No,
Is that where you got them from?
Yes.
no, I...
She's quite
yes.
lovely.
We have an order of doing things here. I wish I was informed about this, I don't know. A day ago, half a day ago, yesterday, an hour ago.
Well, you see, the intervention of this Zahir creature intervenes with communication. We don't really have time to do this, and I apologize, but my people are looking for sanctuary
And I
and protection
apologize
from
if
this.
we have things that must be done first. And I apologize for upsetting any of you, but we do have rules and laws. Mr. Matilius, you
All
are
right.
of no rank to be walking in here whenever you like in order to do what you've done. You have your troop, and that is who you command. I have to oversee the entire of Auraria. So, when I'm sitting here saying that I am more than concerned, you'll have to forgive me if I do not wish to be patronized. Now, let's start from the beginning.
Already given you all the information.
With all due respect, for their sake, can we please do this later?
I agree.
I'll
If I may.
ask some of the shield patrol in order to assist with routing them properly here, and hopefully finding them some work so that way they won't be unoccupied.
Fantastic. Well, then whatever paperwork or whatever nonsense needs to be done, I'm sure we can take care of that lickety-split.
I'm sure that will have to be done. Well then. As she begins to look at the rest of you, Canis, a word. Privately?
He'll follow her out.
As you begin to follow her out and she begins to kind of look more than concerned. I find it quite odd. It's nothing strange, but it's just odd that in our minimal interactions that the very next one was going to be something like this. What really happened? You don't look healthy.
Nearly dying will do that.
Lord have mercy. I wouldn't dare to try and patronize you either. I would know better. Do apologize to your friend, though. appearances.
I honestly don't care about that anymore.
It's going to be important, but that's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
The way I see it, it's irrelevant now.
So I have a question. What do you need? Obviously, from what you've told me, there's greater problems than trying to get gold from Lycia Bay.
I don't know how big this cult of Zahir is, for starters. But what I do know is that they're apparently based in Lowbandle, as well as being responsible for what was considered a fire some years ago. As far as I can tell, their objective is my companion, River, the halfling girl. She has a dragon mark, and they believe that they can use it to resurrect Zahir. At least to full power.
We have tried to investigate Lowbandle on many different occasions, and every set of troop we've ever sent always comes back saying the exact same thing. Everything's perfect. Everything's fine.
How much investigation was done into the Dustlake family, or the family house?
Years, but once again, everything always comes back perfect and fine. I've even tried to do it myself at least maybe once or twice. It's always been an open case to us, so it's always been fine.
Who did you meet with?
Some individuals that taken root there. Just normal people. They went, well, ever since the fire, more individuals had ended up crossing inside the town and kind of finding place as a refugee point, I suppose, or just trying to root themselves into a new home. Well, it was mostly halfling at one point. It's kind of spread out into several different kinds of individuals. The people I would meet are the current, I would say, not really lord and mistresses. They're kind of marquises, if you will. And the meetings with them always led to one good conversation after another, and sent on our way. So, as I said, every single time, tried to look into it, perfect and fine.
We may need to be more forceful with it then.
Called for forceful action would often lead to infighting, to lead other towns and cities to assume that we're trying to force our will upon every single town and city, and thus create civil war. Something often tried to be avoided. And ever since the situation with Lycia Bay, it's now more everyone's watching their back.
This is why I'm getting more and more tired of this political game.
You're not the only one. The current infighting between many of the nations, Wallistan, Excelsium, Aurario, there have even been a few diplomats that have come from Yimnan. Every single time they've come to the table, they've all come to the same conclusion. Nobody did what they did to Lycia Bay. But the king is far more indifferent to that kind of idea. He thinks that somebody did it from the inside. Somebody had to have that kind of knowledge and that kind of power. And the only kind of power that can come from is the many leading nations. But I have my own suspicions.
Well, based on the evidence I've gathered, it was a Lumerian who did so.
You mean the one that's under the castle now?
No. We found others. One of which we found in Orcalos. In fact, he was the reason that the adamantine shipments had stopped.
That's far more concerning. We're fighting a war on two fronts, Canis. I think it might be important for you to start taking a bit more responsibility, given this level of information and how important it might be.
What did you have in mind?
You need more bodies at your disposal, and I need more information. If we're facing both of these kinds of enemies, we are going to need as much information coming in. Are we raising your rank? If that would suit you well.
Can't see how it would not.
I'll have something for you tonight. Your official rank and the amount of people at your control and the amount of gold you'll be budgeted will be at your disposal. And also consider this an apology from me after all these frustrations. To which afterward you are free to do with whatever you want afterwards, but a word of advice. Be careful.
I can assure you I will be.
Very well. Dismissed. She gets up and walks back within the church.
Candace will head out to meet with the rest of the group.
Everything alright?
Well, I got a promotion, so there's that.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Also, the Church of Bahamut has more on the up and up about the Lumerian and Lycia Bay, as well as there being a cult of Zahir. So, that's good news.
Good thing is, too, we also have Isaac. Isaac should more or less be safe.
He's kind of
here.
been, like, carefully tending to all of the, halflings. As he's being carefully moving kind of robotically throughout everything.
He's the chaperone of the kindergarten class.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gerorge seems to be doing respectably well here.
Ankle biters.
The question is, what do we do now?
Well, if we're going to get any political support, we need to have proof of what's going on in Lowbandle. Sad to say that whenever there have been investigations, everything has been turning up fine. Nothing suspicious.
Do you not have 30 or so witnesses here?
That we do.
I've been victim of their charming spells, or not spells, whatever the hell they are.
That's what I thought.
It's the most clear thing. You know. And now one of the very few towns in this continent is down, and they don't give a shit. How is that not a call for arms?
Because all of the political parties have been at each other's throats and are unsure who was to blame for Lycia Bay. So they don't know who's responsible for this.
Have there been any particular suspicions?
Well, we can take this to the actual higher-ups more. I start using my name with the important people
Well,
that will listen to the...
that And Helena digs into her pocket and pulls out that one scroll. I do have permission to meet with the king as well.
I want the witness. I am their witness.
Yes, you are.
That letter is not a meeting with the king. It is a meeting to investigate and study the Lumerian that is under the castle.
Ah.
You have permission to go on the castle grounds.
Aha. Well, it is the same general area anyway, so...
It's pretty close. You can just take a... Hey, let's take a ride to the bathroom.
Good enough.
Ooh, who could have seen this coming?
Alright.
But yeah, I'm tired of remaining hidden. Start using the name. Start making the case for it.
Start making noise.
Start making noise! And
Oh.
accidentally break one of the other table. One of the chairs. Damn it!
Oops.
Sorry.
It's the church's property. You don't have to pay for it.
That still sounds worse somehow.
Flip the table. Let's
I
get
see
hardcore.
If it's the church's property, you'll be paying for it in the next life.
Yeah, that.
With your eternal soul.
No, even better. Canis will be grounded. I mean, after all, it's his dad.
Go to your room.
That is the worst. Go to your plane.
Go to your plane of existence right now, mister!
Sucks!
Just a platinum dragon like screaming at you. Go to your plane.
Slams the dimension door.
On my plane!
That's it. No dinner. Straight to bed.
Can I still go to
Fuck you.
Blockbuster?
I'm
No,
going,
you can't go
I'm
to
going to the
Blockbuster.
elemental plane of dinner.
I'm going to take 100 gold from your allowance. Oh, 5 gold.
Alright. So, Canis.
Yeah.
Your rank increases from Marshal to what is a Blade Lieutenant.
No, that sounds cool.
God damn.
That sounds radical.
Oh no, wait, no, Oath Lieutenant. So pretty much what this rank is the determination between clerics and paladins.
Okay, news, may I have some oats?
So you basically within this church right now, you are in charge of every cleric at the church.
Fuck.
Now,
Alrighty then.
the rank that is currently in charge of this is known as a Gold Lieutenant, which they are placed in every single city, every major city that has a Church of Bahamut. So, and then it goes up the metallic ranks as it goes. So
I'm gonna guess that there's a paladin branch and a cleric branch, and
Yeah.
me and that guy are basically side by side on what we can do.
Yep.
In the name of God.
In the name of God.
In the name of God.
How many clerics do you have? Yes.
How many clerics do you have? Currently at your disposal here in Horario, about 5,000.
What the fuck?
It's a
Deus
big
Vult
fucking
indeed.
city, and a good chunk of them, yes, are on missions. But yeah, it's a big fucking city.
That's a lot of amen.
That's no way, man.
Oh,
Time for the Inquisition!
Oh, and as per your first paycheck as a Oath Lieutenant, it is 2,500 gold pieces.
Hey.
Okay, almost as much as the bacon.
Brother, the lieutenant says it is my turn to get on the Xbox.
Almost have enough gold to buy something from me now.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh,
Can I
and
put that mace on layaway?
I would say at this point, make a I would say persuasion
smile,
check
Harry.
to your mother to see how much you're allowed back into the family vault.
Oh, what the fuck?
What
Roll
check? What check was that?
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
you're-
that's a 2 on the die. So
Probably a little bit longer.
Oh, my allowance.
I haven't had allowance in months.
A lot of fucking diamonds.
And they just saved one fucking... Oh my god.
So there you go. That's your promotion, and that is your first paycheck as per that promotion.
Hooray.
All right. So, is there anything else that you guys want to do before we end game?
Find a doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
No, find a doctor. Find that.
Not the doctor. A
Not
doctor.
the doctor, a doctor.
There are
A
clerics.
real medical profession.
You cleric 7489, heal him.
I mean, as 7, 4, 8, and 9.
No.
Definitely help
Restorations.
with Lionel. Lionel, as it is revealed to you, due to the death by lightning, the effects of it have caused nerve damage to the point that your muscles aren't firing off in the right direction, so your speed has lowered 5 feet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ooh.
So that's why he's
I'm
been
moving
moving weirdly slow.
I move at 20 feet now. Yeah, the moment that's mentioned, Lionel, like, fucking just, like, his face obviously takes it in stride, just like, oh, well, that sucks. Hopefully it's curable. He's crying.
Aw.
It's very curable, but you're going to need several sessions of
Greater
proper
restoration?
healing. Yes.
Or what?
In order for something like this to be properly healed, you need about 5 sessions of greater restoration.
Can we take a 5-day break here in your town? So we can
I
fix
can't see
this.
why not. And just put my arm around the cleric, and they're free!
So.
They're going to hate me being the CO.
Give me everything for free now!
So,
CEO.
I'm gonna
You're not
say
doing anything
that
else with
you,
your day.
Lionel, you'll be spending your next 5 days getting properly healed, and hopefully, as the points get shaven off, you'll feel your body begin to return to normal.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Over the course of those 5 days, Gar wants to go back to work.
I'm gonna message you this week about that. I'm gonna just message me and remind me.
Okay.
We don't have enough
okay,
time for
that's
that.
fine. Yeah, I figured.
Also,
Over
we-
the next
Yeah.
over the next 5 days, I want to pick Isaac's brain, but I can message you about that later.
Okay. And we'll start off the game with that. Just let me know.
Okay.
All right. Soraka, you're in a rather lovely brand new town.
Haha! I do not know where I am!
Also,
You've
since
definitely
you're with
heard of
us,
the
you get to...
metropolis city that is Arario. You know, there are millions of people here who are definitely fans of commerce, but you have a lot of competition here.
It
also
is
get to
time
hang out.
to see if people can understand my accent!
Also, Connor, you get to hang out in Canis's mansion as you're here.
Oh, a hag's hut, this is not.
I mean, that's a
And
hack. Man.
Soraka-
Don't
Get
say
used
that.
to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to insert myself into sort of the mercantile scene in the city, keep my nose to the grindstone and my ear to the wall, and try to pick up on any sort of political dealings through that might be coming on. Anything about the fragments of, or the primordial fragments, or anything to do with any of the events that I've heard of in my time in this group. Just so we can maybe try and gain some leverage in some places.
I'll tell you what, we will get to that next week.
Ooh.
As that way we have plenty of time to kind of now that I know where we're going to be going. All right. So, Sirocco, you'll be looking for information on everything that has been happening.
Yep. Trying to get some political weight that he can throw around.
Yeah. So, that being said, so all of you guys spread out throughout the city over the course of the next 5 days in order to gather information, heal yourselves, and hopefully find anything that will be able to help you in the upcoming endeavor against the cultists here. So we're going to go ahead and end tonight's game, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so freaking much. And hey, to the viewers, thank you guys so freaking much for coming by, as always, and watching with us and hanging out with us and watching what insanity this was.
It was
Yeah, it was
scary.
insanity.
You guys really... I'm kind of, like... That dice roll from Xanless, and also, like, the fact that you went straight for Athelius, that would have been fucking dumb.
We just need more clerics.
Yeah.
5,000 of them.
5,000
All
clerics.
5,000 clerics.
I had a plan.
Begins.
I
Let's move
had
together
a
to
plan
the
going
good
into that. I had a plan, but that all happened in one round.
One.
Yeah.
Round.
Before I even got a turn, I died.
Man,
I'm going to
sure
use
love
this.
receiving 90
Never
damage.
mind.
Ages, man.
Thank God for evasion.
All right. So, that being said, thank you guys so much for sticking by, and hopefully see you all as always next Sunday. Wash your hands. Wear a scarf. Have a good night,
The
everyone.
nasties.
Stay indoors.
Yeah. Have a good night,
Don't leave the
everyone.
house, you fucking troglodytes.
Flatten the curve.
Line the curve, my
Pee your
friends.
pants.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Gamer time now.